everyone, and welcome back to the Mages of Pleasant Valley, where I'm joined here today by Curator, Crusader, Kiana, and ID. How are you all doing?
Oh, all right. How about you?
I'm
Doing
okay.
okay. Yeah. Doing okay, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, we don't want defamation making people think that you're actually okay.
Exactly. No, I'm doing okay. Bit of an interesting week.
Understandable. Well, before we get in, why don't you guys give us a little rundown of what you've been up to? Curator, let's just go left to right. So let's start with you.
I finally got my government-issued laptop that I need to do my training before I'm allowed to go to Chicago and do my other training.
Oh.
So, huzzah!
The pre-training before the training?
It only took 3 months to hire me, you know.
Great.
The wheels of government, they are slow.
But they pay well.
Hopefully. Allegedly. How about you, Crusader? What have you been up to?
I have been spending a lot of time at my parents' house instead of my apartment, trying to escape the fact that my apartment has water damage from flooding.
Oh no?
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but you live on the upper floor of an apartment, so it's especially strange.
No, I live on the first floor.
Oh, you do? Wait,
No, the flooding started on the third.
Oh god.
That could be rough.
Yeah. So I'm currently okay. Half of my apartment is completely fine, and I'm currently in that part of the apartment using my backup laptop because my really nice PC I took out of here because there's going to be people coming in here at different times and I'm not here, and I just don't trust all my technology here with strangers, and I'm not watching them.
Yeah, understandable. I've gone through a situation similar to that where I was in the downstairs apartment, and while I was in the middle of a raid in Guild Wars, water started coming through the ceiling, and was like, this is a problem. And then found out that the renters above us had gone in the bathtub, let the water run, and then fell asleep, and so it was bad. But that day I did learn that my renter's insurance covered electronics and water damage. And so as it turned out, literally all of our computers just got water damaged. And so we got all new computers. Who would have known?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Wink.
How about,
wink.
yes, no, it was legitimate. Kiana, what's going on with you?
I'm not sure we want to talk about what's been going on with me. Or well, maybe we do. I don't know. I can't really claim what you want. I can only really claim what I want. But that's normal. That's normal. Yes. What are we talking about again?
We're talking about what's been going on with ID. What's been going on with you?
Oh no, I'm put on the spot. Oh dear. Oh no. Very interesting week for me. In terms of stuff outside of streaming, that's confidential, but interesting. Stuff happening involving streaming and adjacent things. There have been some changes brewing here.
You're gonna be a dad?
Excited. What?
Graduating
No.
from teacup to teapot. Changes are brewing.
Let's just say that let's say that the teacup won't be able to contain me at a certain point.
Are you expanding?
There's that. Not the way you tend to, but like, let's just say that I'll be tall enough to ride the amusement park rides.
Oh,
I'm figuring stuff out. Don't worry about it.
okay.
So I got that going on and brewing in the background. In the meantime, I've been playing a lot of Hunt Showdown on stream because it's just fun for me. It's a good game.
Is a good game. Is good.
God damn it! I didn't mean to trigger the thing. Ah. No, but seriously, that's been fun. And I've just been chilling, trying my best to at least.
Well, all right then. And I've been doing pretty good myself. We've been getting my season 5 stuff ready, which is going to be on the May 19th for all of you out there interested. That's when the debut is going to be. But outside of that, we're also gearing up for the launch of Tears of the Kingdom. And so I've been doing Zelda stuff on Saturdays for that. and that's been a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
on the 12th, we're going to be doing lots of Tears of the Kingdom, and then the week after that is the Season 5 debut, so mark your calendars. But that is everything happening outside of Mage. Let's now dive into Pleasant Valley. Does anyone want to catch the viewers up to speed on what happened a month ago at the last meeting of mages?
Ethan shot a bird and is now traumatized.
Good summary.
This is not a joke.
That was
That's
a nice
pretty much
synopsis.
That's my complete memory of it. Was Goth Girl came up and went, "Yo, want to fight? I want teacup," and we went no, and then I shot a bird and got really sad because I shot a bird.
I could just
After it had been told to eat us.
I mean, yeah, but when was a bird gonna eat us?
Oh, with its sharp, pointy beak?
Would you trust a jury with that?
I mean, with the amount of money that Nicholas has, yes.
Oh yeah, never mind. Sorry, we're immune. That's right. Wish you could get me out of the traffic moving violation, but you know.
I mean, I could, but then you'd never learn not to steal my cars.
Okay, but I already learned because I was listed by the police. That's all I need. Obviously.
I could just see that synopsis under like a Netflix like tab for this show. Ethan shoots a bird and gets traumatized. That's the whole episode synopsis.
Next time on Stranger Things.
No, I'd watch any episode of anything that had that as the synopsis.
To be fair, we were being threatened. We were in danger. Once the fights broke out, it was a little less depressing because it's like, okay, this person's actually trying to kill us. Oh my god.
I mean, also had lots of wolves, and that was bad.
I don't like the wolves. Yeah, no. My apologies to the furry community.
Yeah, no,
What did this have to do with furries? I'm
Attacked
confused.
by wolves.
I mean, I know that we were fighting wolves. ID, what were you thinking about while that situation was going on?
There's two wolves. There's the wolf on the outside and the wolf on the inside, and he apparently has lots of furries inside of him on occasion.
No, that's not what I said.
I mean, that's the only way I could
It was a joke about the wolves
interpret
being there
this.
at all.
That was the implication I picked up. Sorry, I misunderstood.
What? Okay, EO, I should have expected this. I should understand your psychology at this point. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
God
Yep.
damn it.
You just gotta ask the mind mages. They'll get that hashed out for you.
No.
I'm not changing people's preferences. That is
What?
that crosses a line.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
they want to be with furry people, then
That's not what I
more
said.
power to them.
yeah, no, I mean, if ID's into wolves, I mean, that's just how it is.
Yep.
But I'm not though. Why are you doing this to me?
Have you ever seen Wolf Job?
Oh my god. Danny, get out of my head.
Yeah.
Get out of my head.
Have you been
Why
gooning
don't-
recently?
No, I don't even know what that thing means. I don't know what that means,
Oh.
actually. Wait.
It's a more recent Game Grump reference. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Sorry, no, my brain is stuck in the before times. And I don't even mean that in like a suggestive way. I genuinely forget most of my viewings of any of their stuff.
I get the
All I
feeling
remember was
Kiana's
Wolf
up to
Job.
date.
Kiana's up to... No, oh no.
Oh, wait, that comes from Game Grumps?
Yeah, gooning.
Apparently, I
Well,
guess.
Oh,
They at least talked about it for length during their most recent Sonic playthrough. So
Very put up Wolf Job.
At
Wolf-
least,
My brain
Wolf
hurts.
Job. Yes. Ah.
at
What
least
was... Wait,
hours.
there are two wolves inside of you. They are both mentally ill.
Oh god.
damn it. Anyway.
Jeez,
Okay.
I am.
Apparently, I can't type Wolf Job into Discord and get you an image for it, so I'll have to worry about that some other time.
Gosh, I wonder why that might be.
Yeah.
Curses Discord hiding Wolf Job from us.
Valuable information relevant to the conversation. But yes, let's get back on track. Even though I'm the one that took the crazy train off the rails.
I felt like I was having a stroke for a second. I was so confused about where that went.
EO, don't worry. I bought a ticket like 3 days ago. We're good.
Nice. So last time, you all had a plan to go with Harry outside of town, outside the reach of Margaret's presumed control, so that he can get in contact with the Cult of Ecstasy and try to figure out what's been going on with them. And at the same time, you all ran into somebody who was not happy with you having a spirit. And I think from there, maybe you guys can fill in the rest of the blanks.
Then it devolved into a long fight in which Ethan shot a bird. Pretty sure that we went over that part.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I evaporated a bird.
And
I mean,
then
we got chased by wolves.
we
Uh,
did each have to struggle with our own wolves.
Mhm.
Some of us
I-
differently than others.
Melted somebody's brain a little bit,
Yeah.
you know. And then the villain got away, and we're likely to see them again at some point.
Well, there was some fun stuff in there. There was like, somebody turning to stone, and yeah, the bird was the familiar to the other
Magicking
person.
wounds from themselves onto other people.
Yes, yeah, wasn't that neat?
Yeah,
That
it
was
is.
pretty messed up, actually.
It's neat enough that we're going to come up with an entire ritual so the next time that happens, it backfires and kills them.
Oh yeah,
I
that'd be
Oh
interesting.
no, I stabbed me to stab
I-
you, but I really just stabbed me.
think I choked a wolf.
Yes, you
Mhm.
did. And then you had
Okay.
like mutual respect for them afterwards.
Mhm.
Like you both walked away going, "Good job."
I also remember Kiana nearly suffering a concussion, if not actually, or Gemma.
Oh god, this makes so much more sense now.
Yeah, you got a concussion pretty early.
Because she got like punched by a rock person in the head. Mhm.
Yep. Critical role.
Yep.
I-
And someone's knife got turned into meat and then cut in half, and then you guys kept
Yeah.
the other half.
It's true.
Gotta have that meat blade.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe we left that other person basically unable to move, lying in the forest, having to go pay a demon or something in a little bit. So we might not actually see them again.
Yeah, that's
Right.
possible. It could be that was the end of that character.
And there'll be an entirely new character with a very similar name and powers.
That sounds like copyright infringement, though.
Why they're
Mm,
similar.
I don't know.
Similar.
Could be
Well,
clones.
if you
Legal
painted Yoda
distinct
blue,
name
it
and
would still be
powers.
Yoda.
Well, and
I-
then you guys came back to town. Well, actually, Harry was on the phone during that whole thing, so
Yeah. Good job, Harry. Supposedly one of the more powerful people among us, just standing there and doing nothing.
He was doing something important. He was talking to the cult, and the cult had their own problems going on at the time. Does anyone remember what happened there?
Didn't they get
Oh.
attacked or something?
Yes.
I
Pretty
just
sure
know-
no, it's not the syndicate. The technocracy?
Technocracy. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't the technocracy come out after them for something or other? And they're on the run?
Yeah. They said
Seemed like the implication, yeah.
they seem to have been found out. Their little drug den was found by the technocracy or technocracy or the tech guys.
Is the root word for technocracy monarchy? Does that mean that they're ruled by a computer?
Well, I think it's based technically.
No, it just means they're techno
rule of-
crazy.
Oh, okay.
It turns out the technocracy are just all shit posters in this
Ruled
universe.
The
Why
technocracy
techno?
is 4chan.
No,
Oh,
I hate
no.
this. I
I
already
mean,
hate
Oh
no.
my
this.
god.
Think
You
about
gotta
it.
stop them.
Think
Oh my
about
god,
it.
guys. Wait a minute. That
Wait,
this makes too much sense to me right now. Oh wait,
Well,
just anonymous-
time to
anonymous-
nuke the
this is a
internet.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
actually, Anonymous would fit pretty nicely into the Cult of Ecstasy, technically, as a little offshoot, but, you know.
And probably the virtual adepts, but
Yeah.
either way, yes, the Cult
Mhm.
of Ecstasy got found by the technocracy, or at least that particular little coven. And they had to skedaddle and get off that noodle. And as it turns out, a lot of Cult of Ecstasy people have time as their ability, so they just kind of stopped time and packed up all their stuff and left. But as understandable as that might be, it also means that they left a lot of residue behind. A lot of magic residue that it's hard to get rid of. So they might still be getting tracked down even though they weren't found today. And that's what Bartholomew was worried about, is he needed to find a new place to settle down. So it seems like the cult is a little bit out of commission at the moment, but they did say that they'd be in contact with Ethan and Harry soon once they got settled in so that they can give them some backup.
Oh, it's not like we were expecting them to help or anything.
Then, after that, I believe you guys returned to town, and that might have been where we stopped. Was there anything else that happened?
I think I talked to Margaret about it.
No,
yes.
I don't think. Well,
Yeah. Yes, you did.
I thought we talked about talking to Margaret, but I wasn't sure if we actually did talk to Margaret.
I'm
Then
pretty
again,
sure I called her and let her know that
I
some
don't
sort of
think-
angry spirit mage was possibly going to come into town.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think my memory is the most reliable, so I think it's more likely you guys are right.
It has been a month.
Yeah. Remember what?
And...
That was a joke.
And it's not like it was as earwormy as is good.
I think you just replaced a few brain cells that I have memories of my childhood in, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Well, it's at least these new memories are good, right?
No.
By definition.
No.
New things, new memories is good.
Is good.
Oh my god.
I do also remember, I'm not sure if it was necessarily just last session, but I believe Margaret told you that you had the green light to do the cave exploration because she got the paperwork done to say it was a cultural heritage site, but they just needed to do a little bit of a evaluation of the safety, and you were going to be the crack team of safety inspectors going in there.
Oh yes. The rich doctor, the hobo, a baker, a nun, and an unemployed businessman.
Artist, a graphic designer.
Excuse me, I think it's called a manifestation of depression.
Sounds a good fellow, okay? He has my back every day. Okay?
A coffee elemental.
Yeah, Ethan is an aspect of Adobe.
Do I have to subscribe?
Geez. I would.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more graphic design, also shooting birds.
Shooting birds.
Ethan's identity has shifted very much from the most boring person in the story to the weirdo who doesn't know what's happening but shoots first and asks questions later the second he gets a gun.
You know, standard American.
Shoot first and get therapy later.
Oh, that's diving into some dark shit at this point, but yeah.
So, that means that you guys are free to do what you want for now. I believe it is a Tuesday afternoon in Pleasant Valley. So what do you want to do? Don't all clamor to raise your hands at once.
Well, we're gonna buy supplies, and we need to rest up after that fight before we go into another fight.
Oh yeah, Ethan's going to try to self-soothe a little bit as he comes to terms with the fact that he just killed a living being, and then realizes, okay, but it was evil though. Does that mean it's okay?
How are you gonna soothe this over, Ethan?
I could probably recommend a good therapist.
Is it you? Somehow.
Yes. Just let him turn around and put a mustache and a monocle on and say sit in the chair.
Oh, come on.
On the bright side, I get to keep my clipboard for both parts.
Gosh.
I'm hearing a voice of Morgan Woods crying out from the ether asking, evil? With a question mark?
Okay, you did do some blood magic shit. The second anyone does that in an anime, you know they're the bad guy because they're doing crazy shit.
What about Katara? What about Katara?
Okay, but that's
all I know is
explicitly said to not be a good thing to
Wait,
do.
the whole point of the episode was that she was being tempted by this promise of power, but it comes at a great cost of you're crossing a line that you probably shouldn't be crossing because blood's a very intimate thing to somebody, and she didn't even have consent for that. So you need to ask first before bloodbending somebody. I guess is what I'm gonna say.
Let yourself
here's
go
the very
to the
easy
dark
answer,
side.
Spoonie.
What?
We are mages. And because we are mages, we are the important main character people.
Wait.
Everybody else, you're either helping us or you're not helping us. And if you're not helping us, then you're an evil bad guy.
No.
Okay, no,
Let me make this argument for you. In Mage, the consensus of reality is what you make it. So if all of you agree she's evil, she must be evil.
Wait, no.
Universe
hold
will
on.
make it so.
Wait a minute, this makes too much sense. Could you
No,
maybe?
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Like, so even to Margaret,
Yep.
when she perceives us as the bad guys,
Mm-hmm.
like that is actually.
Look,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is
Huh.
everything I've said about Margaret has turned out to be true so far.
Does this universe run on narcissism?
Yes.
I
Oh my
feel like
god,
a
yes.
narcissist.
Wait a minute.
Have you not known about all the egocentrism that's going on with, making reality what you want it to be?
Yeah, I thought they were just really into Freud.
Like mages are the ones where you have to respect my door and my security until I don't want to respect yours.
Uh-huh.
Well, obviously, it's in the way. Also, we have a terrible track record with doors in this group.
We really do.
Well, you
I
can't
don't know
really
what you're talking
negotiate with
about.
doors.
I have
Okay.
no kills against doors. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think Ethan's actually destroyed a door yet.
So, Ethan, do you want a therapy session with Nicholas?
Ethan is going to utilize his skill with art and expression in order to sort of work on a sketch and try to not think about this.
Wow, sounds like a
How does that
liberal.
make you feel?
What?
Sorry.
Shit. You didn't have to kill him like that.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ. Session successfully derailed. Ethan is now depressed.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity and expression roll. And we'll say because of the onset depression, it's difficulty 5.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'll
it's good.
try to stop.
That's a
Aw.
5. Ethan's able to compartmentalize real fucking good.
Yeah, good job.
Nice roll.
You're able
Why
to
did
repress
I
your
burn my
negative
one
feelings.
good roll? Why? This one.
No, you're building up. It's a snowball. You're starting off with a
Uh-huh.
good roll, and it's going to build up better rolls for you. Tell us what you drew.
Watch me have. I was gonna say make it super cliche and say that he drew the bird, but that actually sounds really creepy. Actually,
That sounds
Nah.
like you're asking for more depression, if you ask me.
no.
No, what he's doing is by drawing the bird, he makes it immortal, so it's not really dead anymore, is it?
No.
His art will live on long
It
past the
comes
death
across
of the
as
bird.
But the
It feels a
painting
lot-
bird can't, tweedle tweet.
I mean,
That's-
we could definitely make it happen. We have life mages.
But then,
No.
well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
Honestly-
can we? Can I bring back the dead? Should
Not yet.
I bring back the dead? Is the better question.
Are we going
Yes.
on Pet Cemetery?
Please go
I
Jeff
should?
Goldblum on this, and please make sure to ask should more than can. But yes, it is
Yeah.
possible to retrieve a spirit from the spirit realm and put it back in a body. That is possible.
Hmm.
But
Woody
Hmm.
fingers.
So
there might be a
Ethan.
reason that doesn't happen a lot.
Do you want me
And-
to fix your bird issue?
no, that's gonna make it worse because now I'm gonna have to think about it. Okay, Ethan is going to, in the least serial killer in making way possible, draw the bird and attempt to draw it just in a happier place. Because he doesn't like this.
A
He's
happier
gonna,
yet equally as dead place.
Come on.
Uh-huh.
No, it's happy place next to that person that it loved.
Yeah. Okay.
That 5 isn't looking like a 5 anymore.
But you draw a lovely picture of a bird
Okay.
that is happy in a place that looks calm and serene.
Yeah, he's just gonna take some deep breaths while doing this and try to process this as we figure out our next move.
Okay.
Hey, I have a question.
Okay.
Can I do a spirit roll on this? Or wait, should I even do? I guess it's more like a hypothetical question.
Mhm.
Is it hypothetical though? I'm not actually sure.
How about you ask?
Yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to ask is like, is the teacup thing that teacup does, is that like a specific spirit thing, or could like other spirits do something similar?
What thing does
If
teacup do?
Well, you know how teacup is bound to the teacup? And like,
Yes.
it's like that's basically their physical body on the material world. I'm wondering if that works for other spirits or if that's just the specific quirks of teacup
Um,
as like a spirit type.
if you want this in character or out of character,
Kind of both, I guess.
you could ask Harry.
Okay, I'm going to ask Harry exactly that I just said to you, but I can't.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember what I actually asked you.
I might have already talked about this before, but yeah, there's this thing you can do if you're like really pretty strong with them, the spirit's magic, where you can take a thing and you can make sure that a spirit stays like attached to it. Some of them like to imagine it that it's like trapped inside of it, and others are they kind of like get anchored to it. But yeah, that's basically it. You just basically tie a spirit to it, but you usually gotta like overpower it or get it to agree with you, something like that. But yeah, you can do that with pretty much any spirit as long as you're strong enough.
Okay. So basically, we make a deal with the spirit so that it'll do the thing. Got it.
Yeah, I imagine
It
that little teacup feller there was probably very fond of the person that put it in that cup, and they've just been attached to it for a long time, kind of like one of them little hermit crab fellers.
That makes sense. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense because that gardener's been dead for like 100 years, probably.
Mm-hmm.
They must really, really like them. No,
Uh,
of course they do. That's obvious.
mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Okay.
Does a spirit have a closer connection to something that perhaps they would have known in life? For example, would a spirit have more control over an object that they knew in life? Say, if I was a dead spirit and someone offered me a pair of my socks, would I have a better connection with that object since I knew it and I have this deep connection with it?
I get the feeling that's just on a case by case basis
Okay, that makes sense.
because you gotta imagine the like nature spirit of the teacup that
Uh-huh.
that like nature spirit never actually existed in the material realm. It just sort of influences it.
Oh.
So there's a lot of spirits that just have nothing to do with actually being a material object at any point in its existence. But
So
as for people that lived and then died, they usually go to this place called the Twilight where dead spirits go, and some of them just completely disappear. Some of them have a really strong connection to the material plane still. There's a lot of variance there.
I see. I have an idea.
Okay.
It's probably a terrible idea.
That sounds like a fun idea, though.
Wonderfully, awfully terrible idea.
I think you might be up for it, maybe, character, as a man of science.
Oh, for science, is it?
Yes, I'm curious about a thing. I'd like to open my book, and
Okay.
as I do, as I flip through the pages, Eoti,
Mm-hmm.
do you happen to have the name of the raven? Because if I recall, Spoonie did use a specific name for that raven.
Yes, I do have it. Let me grab that just a second.
I believe it was Snuggly.
It does sound
Yes,
right.
that does sound right.
It's been burned into my brain out of guilt.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is Snuggly. Or should I say, was.
Well, let's see. As I flip through the pages of the book, I'm going to say, "Oh, I call out to you, Snuggly the Raven? Crow? Is there a difference? I don't know.
Yes.
It's a corvid of some kind.
A corvid of some kind, thank you. I call you forth to have a talk,
Oh, is that a rape?
over
I'm ready.
what's currently on the kitchen table. I'm assuming we're in the kitchen.
Hold
Why
on.
not? There's not like there's lots of other rooms in my house.
Thank you for the raid, Mecha GM. I appreciate it, guys. We're doing a little role play though. I thank you for stopping in and enjoy your stay while we play some Mage 20th Anniversary Edition, but homebrewed to hell because we want to do it our way. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's on the kitchen counter? It's been cleared out since you guys last had a meal, so just probably some tablecloth and then whatever rich people put on their tables to make them look fancy.
Okay,
Maybe some like napkin stoppers and
Parator.
some candles.
What do you have on your table to make it fancy?
What do you mean to make it fancy? The table's fancy in and of itself.
Well, there you
Well,
go.
yeah, but you're a rich person who decorates things. How's it decorated?
I mean,
You don't make this type of table fancy. It just is.
It's made of mahogany.
it's a very
Mahogany.
expensive one.
You know what? I'm just
Actually, give me a second to look up expensive fancy table.
Well,
okay.
you're going to try to reach out to the bird spirit through your book.
Yes.
So why
I
don't
offer speed and power. Come forth, Snuggly.
why don't you give me an arete at difficulty 5?
Okay. Yep. There's Gemma sheet.
Mm-hmm.
5, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. You are an amazing person. Why didn't? Yes.
There you go. All right. You call out into the spiritual world for Snuggly I believe it was a crow. If Spoonie's still here, she can correct me on that, but I believe it was a crow. That doesn't look fancy. That looks like driftwood that's been polished. Unless that's what people think is fancy now.
I guess that's why.
Character, stop polishing your driftwood.
It was a crow. Okay. Thank you, voice from beyond. It was a crow. But in calling out, you don't get an answer from the crow, but from Snuggly, that is. But a couple of bird-like entities seem to be cawing back at you through the book. Caw!
Caw.
Caw!
Wait. Caw. Wait. What's that? Nevermore. I'd like to cast Talk with Crow.
Talk with Crow.
Well, there's spirit crows, so I'm assuming this would be like a spirit arete.
Yeah. This is part of your role. What do you say to the crows that are calling back at you?
I say, hey, what's up? I don't suppose either of you are Snuggly.
Snuggly?
Yeah, Snuggly. Is that either of your names?
Snuggly. Names? No.
Oh. You know Snuggly?
No? Snuggly?
Lady, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get in contact with Snuggly.
You mean the
The crow?
one that's been obliterated?
I take it this isn't how this works.
Well, it's going to be a little different from another kind of spirit. You're probably going to need to add a little bit of some other sauce to that to make
Some
that
other
right.
sauce.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well, you see, there's
Ethan.
different spiritual realms out there, and sometimes you need to mix a little bit of another sphere in there to get to the right one to dial in on it. And right now you're just talking to any old spirit that's been probably in nature, little fae things, stuff like that. But if you want to talk
Okay.
to the dead, you need to mix a little entropy in there.
Entropy. Wait,
Yeah, no, that's not gonna be me. Go ahead and
Isn't-
talk to the talk
yes,
to the cook.
chef man. Come here. Wonderful chef man.
Yeah, man.
I gotta say, it's pretty funny. I said sauce, and now we gotta get the chef in here.
I do like making a good sauce.
Well, I also can help in this endeavor, considering I have a little bit of that sauce as well. So why don't we just do ourselves a little ritual and see if we can get in contact with that spirit then? Do we have anything left over that might have any contact with that? Anyone pick up
Ethan, have you
feathers?
showered yet?
Can't say I have. We just got back.
Cool. I'm going to do
What kind of question is that?
I'm gonna do can I do like a alertness dexterity check to frisk ID for any feathers that may
What?
have exploded onto him whenever he shots?
Oh my
at me?
god.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, more likely to just be able to use the blood that splattered.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Well, yeah, give me a perception alertness check at, let's say, a difficulty 7, because I imagine Ethan would have at least tried to brush off anything. So if there's anything left, it would have to be outside of his own perception of it splattering onto him.
You said this is 7?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see on the seam of his pants leg, there's a little bit of down left from a bird.
Aha! Let me just get that real fast. Thank you, Ethan. You
Oh, all right.
bird killer. Thank you.
Why?
You're a great person. You were really good at that. Okay. Also, can I take your gun from you?
Yes.
Thank you. You
Is it
are
very cautiously hand you the gun, responsibly?
Emma's going to grab the gun and also Ethan's hand at the same time and just go, "You are a wonderful person," and then just yoink the gun.
Okay.
Okay, let's get this ritual going. We've got dead bird down.
Yep, that seems
Yes.
about right. All right, well, in that case then,
You see Harry reach through a couple pockets until he eventually grabs a little bit of ketchup from a little packet from McDonald's, and then he squeezes a little bit from the top and then tears, and then takes a few sips from it.
all right, let's get this started.
So I assume
Uh-huh.
Gemma is going to use her book as her focus.
Yes.
Crusader.
I will kind of. I guess I don't need to clear the table, so I'm just gonna slam my book down on the table. Pages opened. Put the bird down on top of there, and then what's a good material for ritual? Salt? Yeah, I'm gonna go get some salt from the pantry and just start like drawing circles around the book with it.
Okay.
Because it seems like a mage thing to do.
Yes. Crusader, how are you contributing to the ritual?
Well, as a chef, the very important part of making a really good sauce is adding in the right amount usage of a cleaver.
Yes, of course. Yes, this does look like a very fancy table to have dinner at. Good job. All right. So, you're just gonna, are you just gonna put the cleaver on the table? Are you gonna do something with it? We've now
I gotta
decided
be.
it's a marble table, so I don't think you can like stab it into it.
No, I can't stab into it.
I don't know. I
Please
think you
don't
can
break
if he
my
tries
table.
just hard enough. You know what,
But-
Anthony? Give it one chop just to see.
Well, I could find its weakness first and then chop into it.
Do not chop into my table.
You got insurance
We
on
have
it, right? You got the
spare
warranty.
tables.
Yeah,
Go to a different table.
But for this type of ritual, it just looks so good. Like it's a black table. Like
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
this is almost like black magic that we're doing here. Like it works so well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why don't all of
Fine.
you?
Whatever.
I'm going to using my cleaver while casting the spell. I will be to find the chicken that is dead. I will be cutting up, or not the crow that's dead. I will be cutting into some poultry with my cleaver.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It
I shall
does.
prepare a sandwich as metaphor for this creature's suffering.
The added benefit, we get to use this for dinner after.
Ah.
So
True.
Finding your way through the dead is much like constructing a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
can you all give me Eotidiss at difficulty 5?
Okay.
Would you like me to as well, because I'm contributing a component to this, or?
Yeah,
not
Ethan
unless you're
gave me his
doing
gun.
not unless you're doing a magical component to it.
Duly noted, okay. I'm good.
Okay.
Over here. You said 5.
Mm-hmm.
We can see your rolls again.
That's fine. I'm rolling for Harry,
Okay.
so
Gotcha.
he's showing it. He got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, 2 successes, 2 successes, so 8 in total. Okay. So you all place your different foci on the table, and you call out for Snuggly the crow. And the juices from the poultry begin to leak off the cutting board and begin to mix with the salt around the book, and this bloody salty mush begins to rearrange, and it takes on the form of a very abstract looking bird, and you can see it tilting its head in the reflection of the water against the light of the room. And you see where a beak would be, it opens up, and then the bloody, salty water begins to pool out of the mouth, and it just looks like a puddle at first, but then it begins to morph into letters, and it says, "Killers."
Hi. Yeah, that's us.
That's accurate.
Gemma's gonna turn, and she's just gonna
Remind me
whisper.
again why you guys are summoning the hostile spirit of a defeated foe.
Am I the bad guy here?
I
Am I
was asked-
doing something
I was
wrong?
asked to make some sauce, and I got to use my cleaver.
I also
Sounded
Yes.
like a good thing to do.
This isn't the kind
Uh,
of thing I get to do every day. I just like to flex my muscles sometimes.
Does this
Show off.
count as? It has occurred to me I probably shouldn't be doing this, but you know what? Hey, we're already doing it, so Gemma's gonna turn back to the crow mush and go, "Hi, yes, I am Killer. This is also Killer. You should be very familiar with that Killer. Hi, we wanted to talk to you if you're in a talking mood. But I promise that after my questions, I do have an offer for you, a limited time offer that might interest you. Maybe, if you're interested in hearing, you know."
Roll me a charisma. Empathy.
Empathy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll me a charisma empathy at difficulty 5.
Got it. There's sympathy.
Empathy.
Empathy. Hey.
The visage of the bloody saltwater crow looks like it's flapping and then soaring to a new location where it perches. Its mouth opens and a puddle begins to ooze again before forming the letters ASK.
Okay. So, first off, I'll talk about some stuff that, like, I perceived, and you can tell me if this is true or not. It seemed like you were very close with that, the witch, the other gardener. You see, I'm a gardener too, although I have a feeling that my gardening and her gardening are a little different. But the point is, both of us tend to spirits, right?
It tilts its head, it looks up, it raises a wing and sort of scrapes underneath its wings and picks at it. And then the mouth opens again and says, YES.
Why? Okay. I want to ask, what was your friend's intention with Teacup? Was it to keep? Was it to harm?
Bird looks up, it looks down, you see it fluttering about, and then opens its mouth, and the bloody salt water spills out. And as it forms the letter this time, you see it start to form one word, but before it becomes clear, it sort of dissolves again and then reforms into RETURN.
Return. So your friend was trying to return them, not to harm them? Question mark?
The same letters stay on the table, but they grow more red.
Okay. So, clearly, there isn't necessarily a moral issue here. It's not like she was going to, I don't know, smash Teacup like a... I can't think of anything that you'd necessarily smash at the moment, so just forget that analogy.
Like a teacup.
Yes, I suppose you would crush a teacup. But it seems like this is more of an issue of perceived ownership.
Depends on what it means by return.
The letters grow even redder and reform back into KILLERS.
Okay, yes, we're well, you know, to be fair, I held myself back quite a bit, all things considered. However, that's not to say that, like, listen, I want to say this first and foremost. I feel bad about what happened to you. Believe it or not, Ethan, you know, the one who did the deed, he probably feels the absolute worst out of us about this. I'm sure your friend feels even worse about it, but you get my point. We are sorry about what happened and how things have kind of clashed this way. Of course, your friend could have, you know, been a little bit more amicable.
They started it.
A little talkative. Yeah, they kind of started it.
Then they broke their promise.
They
Twice.
did break their promise.
Ethan, can you give me a little information? What did you make that drawing out of?
Probably with a ink pen, like a standard ballpoint pen.
Okay. And is it with you in that room? Or
Yes.
All right. So the little down feather that was on the table seems to catch the wind, and it lands on Ethan's drawing and gets a little bit of the ink on it before the wind picks it back up again, and it flutters and it lands inside of the bloody saltwater mush, and the black ink begins to spill out of it. And as it reaches out, it gives the image a bit more clarity, and you can see that the shape of the raven has taken form, and the blood red is now doing outlines of individual feathers, and you can see its eyes. And as you bring up the hurt that they must be feeling, the words come out of the crow's mouth, and it just says hurt, Hurt, and you can see water forming in the eyes that isn't black or red.
Oh God.
I am sorry for hurting you. Well, kind of being in the tangential thing of hurting you. Ethan, if you want to apologize, that would be a really good time.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I didn't fucking mean it. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna make a comedic quip here. I no, I'm just sorry. He is practically crying. Yeah, no. The compartmentalization, that ain't working.
the image that's been playing out on the table has always been of the full body of the crow, but now it seems to spread out even further as the crow's getting larger, and you can see that it's beginning to crawl up on the cutting board that Anthony had been chopping, and the wet pool is starting to encroach upon the book as well.
So, my point was twofold. First off, I wanted to give a little bit of closure for what had happened to you, to Ethan, to everyone involved. I'd also be doing this for your friend if your friend was here and we were on talking terms, but the point is, though, your life was cut short. Tragically short. However, your influence upon this world does not have to end there. I have a deal for you. I'm going to be honest, and maybe I can only speak for myself here. I ultimately don't know what I'm doing at all. We could use...
Oh, yes, you obviously are speaking for yourself. Nicholas knows what he's doing every time.
Yeah, of course. But my point is we need extra power and wisdom on our side. You know, it helps a lot. And I'm sure you want a hand in what happens further. So here's my deal. And just in a split second, Gemma is going to go ahead and just whip Ethan's gun down onto the table. Just with like a psh, slap it down on the table.
Well, that's not loaded.
You never asked.
Huh?
And?
Yeah. So, Snuggly, have you ever heard of possession?
Are you a... Oh my God, are you doing what I think you're doing?
How would you feel about granting your talents, your swiftness, your keen eye, your cleverness, and bestowing it upon this weapon that I'm sure you're quite familiar with? And I'm sure if we strengthen your bond with this weapon, you would have some level of control over it. For example, like my friend Teacup, who is able to move and manipulate their teacup. I have a question for you, Snuggly. If we do run into your friend and, things happen, I think you would feel a lot more comfortable being in a position where you could prevent certain escalations.
Gemma, are you sure about this?
I'm very certain of myself. I have the Lord and anime on my side.
All right. The swirling black and red salty pool of water stretches out and grabs two. Since you didn't say what the poultry is, I'm in my mind imagining that it's a bunch of different pieces, but it floats two drumsticks off of the cutting board, the raw pieces of meat, and draws it into the center. And at the same time, it seems to lift up your book and bring it towards the center of the table. And the water begins to amass in the middle, and this cacophony of salty, inky, bloody water begins to take shape as it lifts the book on its back and makes it look like the book itself is the wings of the raven, and the little drumsticks are its feet, and the water takes on the form of the bird with the tail in the back, its body and its head, and the head begins to crook and crane in an awkward and jerky form until it's standing on the pieces of poultry, and it flaps the book, and it looks at you as it screeches an imperceptibly horrible screech. The lights in the room begin to flicker, and then a piece of lead, pretty small, bursts out of its chest, plinks across the table and rests against the gun, and it looks at you and says, "No!" And then the water falls. Your book is soaked. The pieces of chicken hit the table, and the lights stabilize.
I don't
Did
think
anyone
you
understand what
wanted
it
to.
actually said?
Oh, I screamed no.
I think it said never. No.
No.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's a no, little lady.
Yeah,
Huh?
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
On the
Anyway, I hope that closure helped Ethan.
do bullets travel to the spirit realm in the side of the things they kill?
I don't think it's necessarily the same thing. It's probably like metaphorical or something like that.
Well, at least he didn't metaphorically shoot you, eh?
Yeah, that's nice.
Mhm.
That's nice.
Yeah, it could have simile shooted you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mhm.
probably enough violating the laws of reality for the moment.
Probably.
You got a towel? I think we need a towel.
I'm glad that table's not made of wood. I'll go get a towel
Mm-hmm.
and some bleach.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's how you do it.
Well, this
Yep.
was sure was interesting.
Yeah, this was interesting. Kind of expected something. Well, we got closure. That's what matters, isn't it?
Mhm.
Isn't that, it's not about the crow corpses, it's about the friends we make along the way.
I mean, I think you were trying to give the crow closure.
By having it possess its own murder weapon.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
like,
We know if you really wanted to do that, you would have to kill several crows and put them in the gun. That way it would be a murder of crows.
No.
oh,
Ah.
okay, that's what Ethan's gun is called from now on.
it's murder.
The murder weapon.
I failed to find bleach and towels. My house is quite large.
But I mean, you're talking about giving closure, but all you did was work to give closure for you and Ethan.
I mean,
I mean,
giving it agency over the world is a nice thought.
I thought I would like to know that it had some stakes in, whether or not their friend gets, harmed the next time that happens. Because let's be honest, that's probably going to happen again.
Specifically by that gun.
Yeah.
We could probably have made like a little bird doll for it to possess.
That actually makes sense. You know what? That's probably a better choice.
Or a
Gosh.
drone. Could get a drone. Probably like being a drone.
Drone would have been cool, yeah. Yeah, I probably should have talked with you guys before I did that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you were about to make my gun into a crow, it'd probably just shoot me like in 2 seconds. Good thing I didn't have it loaded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Anyone
a
know where
good
I
point.
keep the bleach?
I don't know.
Do you have an? Well, I'm not there.
Oh. I rolled a wisdom investigation. I failed that check.
I'm going to guess it's in your laundry room.
On the 3rd floor back.
Which laundry room? They're all on the outside though, so they have proper
Which-
ventilation probably.
Whichever one washes the whites. So you
That
throw the
just
bleach
sounds
in to make the
racist.
whites whiter.
Mhm. Does Nicholas know about cleaning clothes?
I mean, I know a lot about sanitation, but I'm not using the industrial sanitization solutions I have in my actual medical lab on that table. It won't live.
Well, if you wanted to improve his
Now
gun,
that
you
I
could
think of it,
also-
though, there's blood and stuff all over it, isn't there?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the industrial sanitizers.
It won't
What
hurt.
were you saying, Harry?
Well, if you did want to improve his gun in some way, you don't necessarily have to have a spirit possess it. You can just sort of infuse it with sort of like spiritual energy if you wanted to.
How does that work exactly?
Well,
How could something have spiritual energy if it itself does not have a spirit?
well, you just gotta imagine that everything in the world is either, something you can have a friend. That's how I see it. You just make buddies with things.
So I become a friend with the gun?
Pretty much, yep. And then it'll be your friend. And it'll want to do things for you.
Yama? Okay, wait, is there like a can like okay, there's judging oh wait, okay, judging from this picture that we conveniently have of the kitchen table, there is a vase. Gamma will prop the gun up against the vase.
Uh-huh.
And she'll just
Probably
go.
falls over and shatters.
She'll just outstretch her hand and go like, "Hi, gun. I'm Gamma. I'd like to be your friend."
Mm-hmm.
And from the ring to the Powerpuff Girls.
Do I roll heritage?
Yeah. To be Arete at difficulty 6.
Okay. Wait, why do I only roll half? Why am I only rolling 2 dice?
Are you damaged?
Oh, I'm still hurt.
Yeah, you're still hurt. You're at a -1.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you reach out your hand and try to be friends with the gun, and it just sits there.
I'm going to keep staring at the gun, and I'm just gonna mutter over to Harry. Harry, I don't think this is working. Do I need like a is it a pickup line when you're trying to make friends, or
Well, that just depends on what kind of friend you want it to be. But no, you don't need to do it like that. You're doing just fine. You just gotta work at it. Like, what do you want this little feller to be doing for you then?
Gemma looks from the gun to Ethan and then back, kind of trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you should lie down. I understand you're trying to come up with some sort of advantage here, but you should probably take a little nap with the whole. And he points at his head and kind of does a bonking motion.
I understand, Ethan, but like I've still got things to do. I need to take care of you guys, and like, cause we're friends. You know, you're a part of me.
Okay, Gemma, honey, you should probably lay down. I appreciate you trying to make friends with my gun, but
Listen, Gun, I'm being reasonable here, aren't I? And Gemma's
Look.
just gonna.
Doctor, can you back me up here?
Listen to me, little girl. So, if you were trying to make friends with, say, a hamster, how would you do it?
Uh-huh. I would probably offer some seeds. I think
Right.
hamsters like seeds.
Right, you put a little seed in your hand and then let it come on over and then eat the seeds out of your hand and give it a little pet on the head or something, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, so pick up the gun and then you get a bullet
Okay.
and you say, "Hey, you want this little bullet, buddy?" And then you open up the chamber and you put it in there and you give him a little nuzzle and then you cock it back and let the slide or whatever it is catch, and there you go. Just pet him, say it's going to be all right. Same thing.
Howard,
Anyone
pretty sure
actually
this is-
listening to this, please do not do this in real life. This is not gun safety protocols.
I would also
am just-
imagine you probably shouldn't, like, you know, try to contact the dead with saltwater poultry bits either.
Sure, but one of these
Yeah.
could have real world consequences, and the other
I'm
one
gonna be
is going
honest,
to
I
make
think
maps.
I'm pretty sure Gemma just performed an abomination to the church, but hey, let's forget that.
I mean, Jesus rose Lazarus from the dead or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the thing. Usually that's only a Jeezy boy kind of thing to do.
The blasphemy levels are off the charts, Captain.
Am I selling the head injury right now?
Doing great.
Sorry, you were selling Gemma being actually concussed very well.
Mhm. But that's how you do it.
Okay. All
All
right.
right, I've got the
So-
towels and the cleaner, and what are you doing with that?
I'm feeding the gun. Gemma replies while
Gemma?
gently stroking it.
Gemma, please place down the firearm. Please.
Ain't he
Do you want-
precious? He's a precious little gun, ain't he?
He's so precious. Do you want another treat? Do you want to go on a walk? Do you
It's not a revolver. Don't
wait? Do guns
Ethan?
crave violence?
Ethan, why are you letting her do this?
Do you want to commit a violence?
No. Okay.
Gemma?
No,
Gemma?
Gemma, we are staying the fuck out of you. No, stop it. Stop this madness.
What you might want to do is take it to the firing range, and every time you land a bullseye, give it a little positive reinforcement. Say, "Good boy."
Harry,
What?
stop it.
That's
She's currently concussed. Stop giving her ideas.
Well, I'm just telling her how
no,
to
that's
do it.
great. That
I'm
makes
trying to
sense.
be a good mentor and try to teach her all the
No,
things I know.
no.
Harry's being an amazing mentor.
Hmm.
It's just all about like just you telling things how good they
Harry,
are. Yeah.
tell her to go lay down or you won't get any more potatoes.
Little lady, I think it's time for you to go lay down.
If I do that, then am I a good girl?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to consent to this fetish.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think any of us are gonna actually repeat what you just said there. No, you're gonna go ahead and.
Going to
Oh, look,
carefully put
I
down
think
the sanity.
that's Thomical calling me. I gotta go. Where's that little feller? I'm just gonna. He shuffles away into the kitchen.
Yeah. Nicholas, could you just he just kind of points at her, makes like a sleep motion with his hands against his cheek, just honk shoe, please, like right now.
It's more of a me.
I'm pretty sure it's spelled honk shoe.
Yeah, as soon as we get the gun out of her hands so she doesn't drop it.
Okay, but like you gotta make sure that they're not in trouble. Okay. 'Cause
I'm
they
pretty
don't do
sure the
anything wrong.
gun's kind of sleepy, Gemma. Why don't you put it down to rest for a little bit?
Okay.
It's been through a lot today. It probably
let's-
wants to rest up.
Let's put it in bed, and she's
Yes.
just going to just kind of like try
There's
to
the
slip
holster.
the gun
Mm-hmm. It's its sleeping
in
bag.
the pocket, in the sleeping bag, the pocket. Just put it there. Specifically in Ethan's pocket, not her pocket.
Obviously, things didn't go as well as I thought. How about you take that gun,
Uh-huh.
let Ethan put it to sleep?
Yes.
Ethan
Anthony,
goes,
how about you clean that table, and I will get Gemma so she can. We'll take her somewhere so she can research how best to make friends with the gun once it wakes up.
Oh, okay.
That sound good, Gemma?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, so I'm gonna take Gemma out to like the library where there's a nice, comfy chair I can put her in,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna get a blanket, put it in her lap so she has somewhere to hold the book that I'm gonna go get her.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Uh-huh.
once she's reading or looking at the book, I'm going to attempt to put her to sleep.
Okay. Then that's going to be. Is that a 3-dot life? Or
I mean,
2-dot?
at this, given how she's acting, probably not a very high life mind roll.
Oh, mind, yeah. Mind makes sense. Mental impulse.
It's more of just a suggestion at this point, not a instant sleep. So I think it's just a.
Yeah, do 2. Do an irritated difficulty 5 for me.
All right.
And make sure to, pull out your clipboard and whatnot.
Oh.
No.
Well, that doesn't look too good, Nicholas.
Why did it pull up 2 things for me? Was that the right roll? Yeah, that looks like it was the right roll. It pulled up 2 different rolls for me for some reason.
Huh.
Yep.
It's 4.
Yep. No. That looks like it's the right thing.
Well, Gemma just continues
I got a
to
9
read
and
the
a 1.
book.
Yep, that's fine.
And she'll stay there for now.
Uh-huh.
We'll keep her there. I'll watch her
Mm-hmm.
for a little bit.
A little observation. All right.
Yep.
Well, Ethan, Anthony, what are you doing while Nicholas and Gemma are tending to Gemma?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, do we really have anything planned?
Now that I think about it, medical thing says don't put people with concussions to sleep.
Yeah,
So I'm just going to assume the
until
roll
afterwards.
knew I was going to do that. That was wrong and just stopped. Though I'm sure it's not medically matters if I can, magic her brain back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll keep her reading
Yeah.
about the wonders of gun
Mm-hmm.
Maintenance, probably the zen of machine gun maintenance.
Machine gun. Oh.
They're extra happy guns.
Mhm.
Yes. They're so happy.
They're like the golden retriever of guns.
Oh my god, please.
What would a chihuahua be?
Probably
Derringer.
like a Derringer, yeah.
They're small and barky, yeah.
Actually, probably just a Nerf pistol.
A Chihuahua? No, a Chihuahua's like one of those spring-loaded pistols out of from the shirt, one shot.
Well, it's like I imagine that a chihuahua would be very small, but also very angry gun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so the noisy cricket.
Ah, that makes sense.
Maybe not that strong though. But
You'd be
yes,
surprised.
Maybe.
Anthony, Ethan.
Yeah. Ethan's gonna turn to Anthony as these two leave to go sleepy. Ethan just turns and goes, "Is she all right?"
I mean, she seems to be acting the way she normally does.
Okay, but that's the fact that's normal is not exactly helpful to me here. that's okay.
I worry more when people don't act the way that they normally do.
Oh, so if she wasn't trying to do a seance for a crow and attach it to a gun that could absolutely shoot me in like 10 seconds. If she wasn't doing that, you'd be concerned.
If she wasn't suggesting it, at least, yeah.
Fair.
I mean, you've seen the things that she's gone off randomly to do. I mean, this lines up exactly with all that.
There was that one time she became a scene girl and then forgot for several sessions that she didn't have the frock anymore.
Yeah.
Don't think about it. No, yeah, no. There's a lot of complicated stuff going on with it. Okay, so we figured out that,
Bro doesn't
Ixnay-
want to be a gun.
Oh, yeah, that. Also, Ixnay on the info lay, so to speak. On the Iptre, I don't know my Pig Latin. You get what I'm getting at.
Sure.
Yeah. Rather than all around here. But point is, that road trip was fantastic. Great stuff happening. Yeah, yep. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, it was an amazing trip. We almost all died.
Yeah. So it goes. So what are we gonna do now?
I think I want to take a stroll on the town.
Can I join you so I'm not just kind of sitting here making a dent in a sofa?
First, but we do need to clean the table quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hey Ethan, while he's cleaning up that table, can I get you for a moment?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Can we step out back for just a second?
Okay. Yeah, we'll be right in the back for a sec. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We just
Yeah, Harry takes you out back.
Alright, so there was something else Bartholomew told me, but I thought it probably shouldn't be for any ears outside of the cult. So, he said that if we wanted to try to get around the problem that's been going on with us not being able to contact you, or contact him without the lady getting in the way, we might have a way of doing that. But it's going to require us to get a sympathetic connection to Bartholomew. And
has he been?
he figured out a way that we could probably do it, but it's kind of outside of my wheelhouse.
All right. I'm open to explanations.
So Bartholomew's a bartender, and his favorite drink is the margarita. Very simple, very basic, but
okay.
he likes to make a strawberry daiquiri and put it in one of them funny little glasses, the one that's kind of like, a little ballish on the bottom and then it spreads out. I've seen him make it a lot of times, but I'm not one that gets the fancy drinks. I usually just drink vodka from a bottle. But anyway, point being that he may be able to open up a pathway or portal or maybe even just communication with us if we can place margaritas around town, strawberry daiquiris specifically, in those glasses.
So what you're saying is we just put a bunch of margaritas around, literally just individual spots in town. Like, do we need to like scatter them across the place?
Oh yeah, anywhere that we would want to be able to get in contact with him, or maybe have him, like, if he could teleport through or something, we can just make it one of them strawberry daiquiris, just like he does it, and then he'll have like a little connection to us then.
All right, I'm just writing down a note.
But I gotta be honest, I know that's like some sort of tequila or something, and there's probably like a syrup or something like that. I don't know. I ain't never done no fancy cocktail tricks or something like that.
Can't exactly say I've had to do them either, but there's a first time for everything, and Google has a recipe probably. So
No, fair point. But
yeah,
I figure in our
fast.
downtime, if you can get me the mixins for it and the stuff, I can start going around and leaving margaritas in places. He said it might not work if it gets old and moldy and stuff, so maybe not, but it's at least worth a try at first to see if we can get some contact from him while it's fresh.
Got it. Yeah. No. I can make that work. Actually, come to think of it, if we could get the fixins and everything for it right here in the kitchen, We could basically set up a decent spot for him to port in. Doesn't have
Alright.
to be all over the town, just over here, you know?
Yep. Just wanted to make sure that if there was ever a time we needed him, we would have him in more places than just one. And we also
Makes-
don't know if, he'll come in and she'll pick up on it right away or something. We still don't know that. But at the very least, it should be able to get a foothold in here.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. All right, so what you're gonna do is, I'm gonna try to get you the materials. You grab what you can if that's at all possible. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stick them in the back of any freezes we can find in town. Can you pull that off?
Oh, that's a really good idea. Especially
Yeah.
since Anthony's going to be opening up that bakery soon. I bet we could just stick one in the back of his fridge or something.
Ethan kind of clicks his tongue and then points at him and goes, Exactamundo. Yeah, no, we're gonna do that.
That's actually a really good idea. Hey, you know what? I bet if you get me one made up, I can put it in the back of the McDonald's when they ain't looking.
Well, no, easily. You know what you could do? Put it over inside the ice cream machine. It's always down. I know, I'm not even joking. Like, that probably would totally work.
Yeah, it
Put it in the
probably
hopper.
would. I'm laughing because it's spot on.
Mhm. All right. Let's do a little bit of that. Sounds good to me. I'll start getting materials together. Let me ask the doc, see what he's got in terms of a alcohol budget.
All right. Now just keep in mind they are still a bit on the run right now. But if we get things put in place, then when it is time for him to reach out, it might be way easier for him to do so. So maybe the more of it we do, the easier it'll be.
Well, fantastic. Works for me. Hey, if we actually get a little more creative, could we use the materials and bake it into something? I'm pretty sure we got someone who'd be good at that.
I don't know. I know the reason why it works is it's like his favorite thing. So if it's any
Oh.
different from it, then it might not work, but I don't know exactly.
I see. I get you. All right. Okay, let's start with the basics there and move on. I'll go ahead and talk to the doc, see what we can do.
All right, just keep it in mind, and we'll work on that in the background. Now, I didn't want to tell any of them that. I know they probably don't have problems with it, and they probably be willing to help. But that kind of seems like a personal thing. And if Miss Margaret found out about it, and their lips seem to be pretty loose about things like that, it could cause problems if we wanted to get in contact with the cult again.
All right. Yeah, let's see what we can do.
All right. I feel like I'm back to being in an undercover situation again. Getting that blood pumping.
Sounds good. All right.
All right.
Feed this thing out then.
I'm going to leave you and Anthony to go do what you want to get done. I'm going to see if I can figure out anything else on my end about them Chibawats in the cave before we got to go down in there. And maybe go on a little spirit journey after all the shit I saw today. Kind of unsettling.
Yeah, no, I think I need a bit of a rest too. Thanks for touching base about that.
You have a good one there, Mr. Ethan.
You try your best too. All right.
Nah.
And
Harry goes out through the back way, through the gate that's never been locked up.
Yep. And Ethan's gonna go ahead and head back on over to Anthony and just go, alrighty. Seems our friend's gonna be out for a bit, doing his thing. We discussed a couple cool little things, lots of little ideas and things. Do you know how to make a strawberry daiquiri?
I mean, I'm not a bartender, but it's not that complicated.
Oh, okay. Well, great, because I need I need a drink.
Why? Go make a strawberry daiquiri then.
All right, fine. I'll look it up on Google. Walks off towards the kitchen to find the ingredients. How do you actually make one? I'm curious.
Well, that's probably going to be some tequila, some crushed ice, blended up, sweet and sour, strawberry syrup, and then salt the
Actually,
rim
looks
of the
really
glass.
tasty. That looks real tasty, actually. Wow. Huh. Oh, and funny, the first recipe I found says prep time 10 minutes, servings 8 daiquiris. Jesus. What? Do you, I what? Okay. Yeah. Ice, sugar, strawberries, lime juice, lemon juice, rum, soda. That's damn simple. Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
about that presentation, though.
You got to put the lime on the end.
That little sweet and sour in there.
Yep. I don't really drink, but this sounds like the
And-
kind of thing that I'd have.
And you got to pick the right glass.
Yes.
Right.
And salt the rim.
Yes.
Gotta do that.
Yep. Yeah, Ethan's gonna go hunting for bits and pieces for this.
Scavenging the beset manor.
Well, of course he's gonna prioritize.
Investigation roll.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's fair.
Wits investigation to find the margarita mix-ins.
So while he's off investigating, I'm just going to throw the ingredients together.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god. Oh come on.
If anything, Ethan.
Oh, actually, Ethan would totally do great on this.
you find near where apparently there was like a servant area. There's an entire closet full of different kinds of dish and glassware, and they're labeled for different things. And you find a dusty set of margarita glasses in there. Looks like the place hasn't been used in a bit, but there's 8 glasses in there.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Google was right. 8 of them, perfect. Like, get started. I wonder what it tastes like. But yeah, he's gonna give it a shot.
All right. Anthony, you're gonna make the daiquiris?
Are you actually gonna make them while I'm busy?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it
glasses?
because like you'll be running around trying to find where all the ingredients are, but this is cooking. I know where the food is.
Fair. That's fair.
Well, in that case, then Anthony, why don't you give me a dexterity crafts cooking check? It's not going to be your specialty of baking this time, though.
Okay.
And just make it difficulty 6 unless you're getting crazy with it.
No, he just said he wanted a strawberry daiquiri.
Mm-hmm.
If this was for a ritual tour to impress someone, that would be different.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right. Well, you do blend it up, and you make a picturesque strawberry daiquiri. A little lime on the side. You even found in one of the drawers, there's those little umbrellas. You can just unfold one out and put it in there. Thing looks mighty pretty. Welcome to the dungeon, my new
I
little
believe you wanted a
human.
drink,
Mhm.
Ethan.
Thank you for the follow.
He takes a peek and just goes, "Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, let me try one of these out." He's gonna take a sip.
Mm-hmm. It should be an explosion of strawberry flavor with a little bit of that tequila burn to it. And then if it gets a little too sweet, just have a little lick of the salt around the rim. Evens it all out.
Yeah. Ethan just tests this out, goes, "Okay, I can understand why Bot likes these. All right. Dope. Thank you very much."
All right, now you're going to go driving in a car, right?
He's not the one who's gonna be driving.
Oh, I'm not driving. I'm actually walking.
Oh my god. Well, I guess we're going for a walk. Ethan, out of Anthony's vision, is going to go ahead and just stuff one of these in the back of the freezer.
All right. You're going to try to do it out of his sight?
Yes.
And you think I'm never going to notice a change to my freezer?
Well, if it's all the way in the back and it's behind a bunch of stuff, probably. Yeah, probably not for a little while.
Let's do a little, give me a manipulation subterfuge check at difficulty 6. And for Anthony, give me a perception alertness check at difficulty 6.
Okay.
Gladly.
At least for the moment before the next time Anthony goes into the freezer for
Oh my
anything.
God.
Jesus!
Well, okay, so. Wow.
You're on
Ethan-
fire today.
Alertness.
Yeah,
What is
Ethan's-
happening with my rolls today? What is going on?
Ethan's a high roller today.
I swear I'm clicking the formula things. I'm just doing the okay. Wow. Oh my
Oh.
God.
Yeah. You're too busy focusing on the things you need to get done today, Anthony, and you don't even notice him stuffing anything into the freezer right now.
All right.
It will be found later.
Probably.
Ethan stuffs it behind, I don't know, some meat that's not going to expire for a very long time. Just goes, all right, this will do it.
All right. In that case, then, before you guys go out on your walk, for Nicholas and Gemma, you've got her under observation as she reads her book. I'm going to say in the cozy and calm environment after this long day. Gemma, are you trying to go to sleep or are you trying to stay awake?
Well, it's not like I'd be thinking of, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to just go ahead and go to sleep right now. I'm reading this riveting book on what did Nicholas give me to read?
Then in the art of gun maintenance?
That.
Can you give me a willpower check at difficulty 6?
I can definitely do that for you. I just need to find where it is.
Oh, it's on the character sheet.
Riveting.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty 6, you said?
Yes.
Okay, there we are.
All right.
Wow.
As you're reading, you notice that your like sort of eyes are going past line after line, and you're having to go back up and actually read it again because you looked at the words but you didn't actually read them, and that keeps happening, and you sort of nod, and before you know it, you're starting to slouch back into the chair. And Nicholas, you notice that she's beginning to fall asleep.
Well, I should probably make a medical roll about that. Given, all my medical knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why don't you give us an intelligence medicine roll at difficulty 6? Let's just do a 6. Oh yeah, you probably should do something about that.
I'm gonna shake her, or not shake her, put my hand on her shoulder. Make her, wake up, dear boss!
Go to sleep!
Yeah, I'll probably just clap right next to her ear. That should work, probably. Really loud, right there, and then step backwards as I'm sure she's going to try to punch me.
So Gemma's about to slip off, and then she hears this clap, and she just kind of bolts up, and she goes, .45! Huh? Hi. What's going on?
You're just relaxing there, Gemma, but I need you to stay awake.
But wait, I have to stay awake? But didn't Ethan say I should go to bed?
You needed to rest, not sleep.
So I need to rest, but not sleep?
Just for another couple hours. Keep an eye on you to make sure everything is all right.
So wait, are you telling me that for proper maintenance of my body, I'm supposed to just lay around and do nothing?
I mean, would you
Occasionally?
like to work out instead? But yes.
Am
Yes,
I allowed to
indeed.
work
You are
out?
supposed. I mean, I can let you do some calisthenics.
Hmm. What is a calisthenic?
Calisthenics?
Yes.
Aerobics?
Oh, okay.
No. Not having to do with heavy weights and dangerous equipment?
Yoga.
Yoga?
Yeah, yoga's cool. I like yoga. I do the yoga.
Sounds heretical.
Do you? Do you do the yoga?
Yes. It's in my book. And then Gemma's just gonna pull out the book from the sleeve, but she lets go a little, so it just flings the book towards Nicholas's general direction. Not really at him, per se, but just that
Mhm.
direction.
Is
There it
that
goes.
The book
that
lands
a
on the
athletic?
floor. The book lands on the floor with a wet squelch, as it is still covered in chicken juices and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. I hope that doesn't do anything bad to the book.
Wait, should I be worried?
It's
Should I?
magic? Probably not.
Oh, okay. I guess I won't be worried then.
Would you
Hey,
like to do some
Nicholas.
yoga or something?
Nicholas, I have a question.
Yes, Gemma?
How do you not worry?
What do you mean?
I mean, if you are if you are worried,
Choose your words carefully. An entire generation is waiting to hear what you have to say on this.
I'm just asking if I'm worried, how do I not be that?
There's not one way that works for everyone. Worrying is a natural part of life,
Could
but
you give me my list of options? Is there like a menu that you can give me or read out?
given your general demeanor and interests, you might try meditation as a way to calm your mind.
Okay.
But
Okay. Right. The process of
some
thinking about
people
nothing.
prefer to think of solutions rather than the problems. Other people try to distract themselves with various things.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
some cases, you might need some medicine.
What if you're always aware of the thing though? Then you couldn't really ignore it, could you?
I mean, does it help that you're focusing on the thing you're worrying about? Or
No.
then could you perhaps focus on ways to make things better? Would that help?
Maybe.
I know you'd like a quick solution, Gemma, but unfortunately, the world is pretty messy and people need lots of help sometimes, and that's all right. What is bothering you specifically, though?
I guess really I feel like I'm overthinking and trying to find the best solution for everything for our current problems. You
So
know,
you're
like the vampires, um the other gardener who is upset about her exploded bird, um Margaret, the cave, the Jabberwocks, the
we
the
do have quite a few problems, don't we?
yeah, we do, don't we?
Well, think about everything we've done since we've met, Gemma. We've had other problems, haven't we? That you've helped solve, that we've gotten through. You saved a person's soul that had been trapped and being devoured by insects. Is that not
Uh,
something to be proud of?
I suppose that is something to be proud of. I guess it's
You,
just hard to feel pride about something just because my whole life I've been taught that that's not exactly a good thing.
I
You know,
mean,
the whole
even
pride thing.
well, maybe you shouldn't be overly proud in that way, but it's got different meanings. Shouldn't you take satisfaction in the helping of others, though? Isn't that what you were taught to do, is to help other people?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just
And
Hmm.
yeah, I understand it can be a big problem. There's certainly more things here that I'm sure normal, well, I shouldn't say normal, but other nuns have had to deal with.
I suppose so.
But people trust in you. You believe in you, and you're doing good.
Do they
The
really?
congregation here has loved you, from what I've seen.
Mm.
When you took over from Father Andrews, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
not Morris.
Andrew.
Morris is the other one that we don't like.
Morris is the other one, yeah. The
Mhm.
vampire hunter.
Yeah. When you took over for Father Andrew, I heard that everyone was very happy with your sermon and how you handled the church that day, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
There. I know you have worries, but you're doing well. You're taking care of problems. You're doing what you set out to do, and you just have to continue. Work your hardest. Try to be the best person you can be. Be the you that you feel is best and who you want to be. And the world will, well, not always accept you for it, but you'll find your place much easier when you're who you want to be and you accept yourself.
I see. I have a question. Is it a bad thing if you can't really see that? Like the whole what do you want to be in 5 years kind of question?
You don't need to be who you want to be in 5 years. It's who do you want to be now? Who do you want to be tomorrow? You don't need to look way into the future to see what you want and work towards it.
Okay. I think I see. I just need to be able to answer, who am I guess?
Who are you? Who would you like to be? We're here for you, Gemma. If you decide you want to be a devout nun at the church, we'll support you in that. If you want to break out and do something else, we'll support you there. Heck, if you want to decide to be a tree again, I'm sure we could make that work as well.
I don't think I want to be a tree again. It was
It didn't grow on
too
you.
slow. No, not really.
You could take it or leaf it.
There's
Can I
a
can I
perfect person inside all of us, Gemma, and we just have to work to bring them out.
can I be honest, Nicholas?
Of course. Would you like me to put on my doctor glasses and keep this confidential?
Sure. Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
I will literally pull out my doctor glasses and put them on.
Thank you. I appreciate the professionalism.
Of course.
I think I always wanted to be a novelist.
Well,
I just don't think I really had anything to say or anything worth saying, I guess.
Gemma, you have had more adventures and life experience in, what has it been? Only
3 weeks.
only a month since you've been here? Than I feel most people have over the course of a decade. I think you have some things you could say. And whether or not people want to listen to you, well, Publishing businesses aren't always great, but if you want to be a novelist, then I think maybe you should take some time and start writing.
You know what? I like that idea. That sounds nice.
I'll gesture over to a table I'm sure we have in the library. Anytime you want, you can come in here and write. We've got journals and empty books. You can use a computer if you'd like to do it more, technologically. Research, write, do what you want.
Hey, Nicholas?
Mm-hmm.
I think I have I think there's something wrong with my brain because I honestly 100% thought we were in public right now. I didn't register that we were in your private library. I really hit my head, didn't I?
You did. And while I've somewhat fixed the problem, brain injuries take some time to be, completely healed up. So
So you promise that in a bit of time I'll be okay?
I promise you that we will do everything I can to continue to let you be better tomorrow than you are today.
Okay. Okay. I'll take your word at it, Nicholas. Thank you.
It is my pleasure, Gemma. That's what I'm here for.
Can each of you get yourselves a will point?
Yay.
Sure. What for?
I would say you just played
That's my
into your
meter.
idealism. Nicholas and Anthony both played into their benefactors and participating in, making
I feel
you
like
feel
I
better.
also played into my idealist of espousing how I believe everyone can strive toward being a perfect person
All
and
right.
should do so.
Well, let's not push it. All right. Anthony.
I'm not saying get two. I'm just pointing out
Yeah.
Yeah.
my
Anthony-
character and how I'm doing it.
Anthony
So
for
I'm
helping out in that as well, and also helping Ethan make the margarita, and for Ethan to indulge in his sensory delights.
Heck yeah. That's going to
Sensualism.
restore 1 point.
Yep, 1 point of willpower for all of you.
That's exactly what I needed.
Yay!
Yay!
I have 1 out of
Acting don't
9.
come free, people.
All right, and now let's go for a walk with Anthony and Ethan.
Yay! I'll walk.
Okay.
Walkies.
Yes.
I'm trying to work on my entropy.
Okay. Explain.
And so the next level allows me to directly manipulate the entropy of other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to try making that happen.
Ah, okay.
And so I want to go around town trying to help people have some better luck. And, I mean, unfortunately, I don't want it to be too bad. But try not to have it be too bad. I do need to work on giving some people some bad luck.
Okay. Then we'll be going downtown, or maybe I don't know where. Oh gosh, that was not the way to do that. Just use the plus symbol. There we go. So you're just gonna be going around looking to give people good luck or bad luck?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I give someone good luck and, they find some money on the sidewalk. And then maybe I give them a little bad luck and they trip, fall, and the $20 bill goes into a puddle of water.
All right. Well, you're going through town and you see a school bus let just a handful of kids off at a stop. The the local school does not have a very large number of students in it. It's actually quite a small town. But a couple of kids get off at a bus stop.
You have to give bad luck to the kids so they get hit by a car? What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, I don't really. I'm not going to injure the kids. Let's try to give kids good luck.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Got
Well,
me
then,
nervous for a second there.
then explain to me how you're going to use your meat cleaver in public to enact some good luck on these kids.
That is a good question.
It is a good question. I'm excited to hear the answer.
Probably using all of that time I've been sitting here should have thought about the fact that I need to use a cleaver out in public.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I should have.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Let's, okay. Are there ice cream around this area? Or is it just the McDonald's for ice cream?
I mean, it's really just the McDonald's.
And is it reliable?
And no, it's McDonald's.
Yes.
In the ancient days, Wendy's cursed McDonald's to never have working ice cream machines.
I don't
Yes.
suppose there just happens to be an ice cream truck driving by.
Nope.
Okay.
So,
Maybe if someone had given themselves good luck, that might have come to pass.
maybe. Let us try to create an event so that these kids are just greeted with like free food. Like, I don't know, ice cream machines at McDonald's are broken, but in the opposite way that they normally are. Like, ice cream is just pouring out. They can't stop it, and they're just handing it out because they have to get rid of it.
Mm,
But I'm guessing that's going to be very, very difficult.
yeah, I'm trying to think how I would manage that. That still doesn't explain the ritual, though. What you doing with that cleaver, boy? That's what I want to know.
Very similar to things that I have already done before, of trying to just look into the threads of fate, cutting away ones that I don't want to leave the one that I do.
So,
I guess really I want to look into their fates. What is possible in their fates, and then get an extremely unlikely good outcome that's about to could happen to them.
all right.
And
So-
I would like to do this like a creepy person hiding in an alley.
Oh my
Looking
god,
at kids.
please.
So you're going to be
What?
a baker with a big meat cleaver in your hand, standing in a dark alley, slicing away at the threads of fate out of the eyes of your targets.
Yeah, I mean, what could be wrong with this?
Okay, just making sure I got the right mental image here. Well, first, let's do the Aratea difficulty 6 to represent the 3 sphere that you currently have as you try to stretch beyond your normal bounds of limitations.
That's right. I'll switch over here. Submit. 6. Submit. It's purple.
Ooh, it's a 3. That's not bad. So, you're able to see all of the threads of fate peeling off from these 3 children as they step away from the bus stop, and you can see that 2 of them won't even pass by the McDonald's on their way home, and one of them seems to be going in that direction. So you could peel away some of the possibilities to try to get them all to go over there. Or you could just focus on the one and see if maybe you can, like, really bolster some good luck in that direction.
Yeah, let's focus on the one.
All right. So you can see there's a lot of threads pulling them in different directions. Most of them are all coiled together along the same pathway where he'll just pass by, and it's rather neutral. You can't see clearly exactly what's going to happen, but like a bunch of layers of different outcomes pasted on each other, you can see that there's a lot of overlap in that general area. And there are a couple of threads that end up pointing the child in the direction of the McDonald's. Some of them good and some of them bad. It seems that some of them would be like an avoidance of something else, like maybe they see something, and others might be just impulsive. But as you try to curtail them to get free ice cream from the McDonald's, you also can see the threads coming from the machinery inside. You can see that while it's relatively stable, there are a couple of threads that sort of poke out as outliers that you can begin to hack away at. So getting the outcome of free ice cream for this child, you're going to have to trim away a lot of fates away from them passing by the McDonald's and the McDonald's operating in its current form. I'm going to say you need to choose one over the other more in your current state with your current role. Which one will you focus on more?
Between getting them to the McDonald's and getting them the ice cream.
Yes. Getting them to fate their way into the McDonald's and getting the McDonald's to have potentially a broken ice cream machine in a favorable way.
I'm going to focus on the favorable ice cream machine.
Okay. So you take this time hacking away at the threads on the McDonald's, and the outcomes of the machinery where they are operating properly begin to peel away as there's fewer and fewer outcomes where the machines will maintain their current state. And as you continue to tease at these threads and get them to separate out from what is possible, your connection to these threads begins to fade. And in order to continue, you're going to have to give me another roll.
Okay. Difficulty 6 again.
Yes.
Submit, submit, submit. Oh no, it's red. Oh no.
Oh.
Well, the child is passing by the McDonald's, and there's suddenly a loud noise that comes from within, and you can see somebody in the drive-through yelling at the speaker box as some fire flares up out of the exhaust vents, and you hear a loud beeping noise followed by a crowd of people rushing out of the McDonald's, some of them soaking wet as it appears the sprinkler system has kicked on. And the threads of fate that you cut seem to have destroyed the grill ventilation system or something like that. That's all you can really piece together from here, but some sort of calamity is going on inside the McDonald's right now.
Anthony, what did you do?
Also give yourself a point of paradox.
Yeah. Well, okay. This is actually useful to know.
Mm-hmm.
Because it might not be the worst thing to shut down the competition for one day, get
Mhm.
people over to my place.
Mm-hmm.
So while this isn't what I wanted, it's not the worst possible thing.
Your vision of the threads of fate begins to fade away from you again, but in the last moments, you can see that your threads, where before they could have been following this child down the street, or some of the threads were leading you into the McDonald's, or going further down the road with Ethan, you can suddenly see your threads beginning to coil and twist and separate from all the other places, and all of them wind into a powerful cord that is attaching straight into the McDonald's, and you feel somewhat compelled to go inside.
Oh boy. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Ethan, you want to see if the machines still work? Because I'm really curious to see if I at least got that part right.
All right, that's worth a shot. All right, let's take a look.
You're pulled almost by a supernatural force towards the McDonald's. And as you do, more people are screaming and running out of there. And you notice that the place has caught fire. There's a couple people in the drive-thru catching on to this, and they begin to peel away. A fire alarm goes off, and you can see someone inside is spraying a fire extinguisher all over. And yet you feel compelled to walk in through that front door.
Okay.
Oh boy. All right.
Let's
We're going in.
let's use some jacket or clothing, something to cover over my face,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm not breathing in smoke directly.
Okay.
And let's head inside.
All right. Ethan, you're going into?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure he's not about to stab someone through fate or something.
I mean, Cleaver put away, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, why did you use a cleaver to channel your magic through?
As you enter into the McDonald's lobby, you can see a terrible mess of strewn about French fries and wrappers as people had left in a hurry. You can see a manager in a black polo spraying down the grill with a fire extinguisher as flames erupt above it. And he turns and sees you standing there, and you can see his face is red as the flames rise ever higher and begin to burn away at the corrugated whatever that stuff is on the ceiling.
Yeah, I could just call the fire department if you want.
Get out of here! This place is going up! And he finishes the rest of the hose, but the fire is still raging, and he rips off his headset and throws the battery pack to the ground. He's a rather large man, and he begins to waddle out of there.
Ethan just turns to Anthony and just says, I'm calling the fire department.
Go.
What?
Do it.
Oh, I thought you said no. Okay, Jesus, good.
I said
I'm glad
go.
I misheard that. I'm glad I misheard that. Okay, and Ethan starts dialing 911, calls in.
Where's my thread leading me?
It's directing you to the back of the kitchen.
I run there quickly.
You get there, and you can feel yourself drawn to the ice cream machine.
Oh my god.
I go to the ice cream machine.
Once you're in front of there, you have this sensation like you should pull down and yank on the release for the ice cream. Just pull on it. Just pull on it.
Just hear in the background, Ethan yelling, Anthony! As you're just ignoring
I will do it. I will, using my arm, I will just knock the lever for the ice cream machine.
Once
God.
you pull down on it, a slurry of incredibly milky, creamy stuff comes out of it. And it looks like it's not properly frozen because it's probably broken. And it begins to spill out all over you. It splashes against your front and begins to coat yourself. And as you do, the threads of fate begin to unwind again, and they stretch back out in all directions, and you no longer feel the compulsion to be standing in here. But in that moment, the ceiling collapses in the lobby, and you find yourself trapped in the kitchen, separated from Ethan.
Well, it's going to be really weird if Nicholas hears about you burning to death in a McDonald's. Then again, I think it might be how you wanted to go out.
I took it with me.
Fuck you, Ronald. I had it my way.
Okay.
Okay, Ethan sees.
So
what's
now
happening
looking at
and-
fate,
oh,
we
God.
need to find an exit.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for possibilities going through the back.
All right. Why don't you give me entropy sight at Eotidiss difficulty 4?
And since nobody else is in here, as far as I'm aware, and shouldn't be in here at all, I'm going to just have the cleaver out.
Okay.
All right.
Because I'm pretty sure cameras are fucked at this point, too.
Mm.
Potentially.
It didn't botch.
All right. So with a 2, you can see that the threads of you escaping are actually pretty numerous. You could jump out the drive-through window right now. And there's also a back door where shipping, sending, and receiving and people take out the trash. However, both of those are cut off from the fire, so you may have to deal with a little bit of fire first. But pretty much any other attempt out of here, you can see the threads of your fate come to an end.
I would like to go out through the back. Because I'm curious in case there is anybody else back there or in another room that could be trapped.
All right. You head towards the back, but you're going to have to run through some fire on the slick floors of a McDonald's. And I'm assuming right now you're not wearing non-slip shoes for the workplace, are you?
Probably not. I'm also really bad at running.
Mm-hmm. So why don't you give me a dexterity athletics check at difficulty 7?
Okay. Oops, not that button. Dexterity. It's there. Athletics is in the first column there. Switch back to this tab. What was the difficulty?
7.
Ooh. Oh, it's a green number.
It's green. 3, 8, 10, 10. Wow. So you run towards the back, and as you pass by the flame engulfed grill, you catch a bit of grease on your feet, but instead of slipping and falling, you sort of just ride it out and you sort of skate along the grease to the back and get through the fire with minimal smoke inhalation. And once you get there, there is a freezer back there, but it doesn't seem like anybody is inside, and the opening, the back door is available. While you're doing that, though, Ethan, you have the front ceiling collapse down over the service area, blocking you off from the back of the kitchen. What are you gonna do?
Ah, shit. First thing he's gonna do is let's do some magicking here. Ethan is going to attempt to use time sense to figure out how much time Anthony has before the whole place comes down.
All right, you're gonna try to look into the future and see when this place will collapse.
A notch, yeah.
Okay. Then tell me about the ritual you're doing with your whatever focus you're using with that.
For time, he's looking at his Casio calculator watch.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking down it and just starts tapping in what would be calculations,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more just somatic components for the purposes of getting the number out of it that he needs to get an idea of how many minutes he has. Actually, no, correction. Let's be more specific. How many seconds?
Okay. You start tapping away at it, and then give me an arete roll at difficulty. I think that's going to be 5.
All right.
A little bit of time sense, past and future sight. Yeah. So arete at difficulty 5.
Give me a 2.
A 2. So your calculator watch, as you look at it, it seems to have numbers that are rolling around at different increments. At first, it says something around 543 seconds, and then it ticks down 42, 41, 40, and then it sort of glitches out and then goes 622, 21, 20, 19, and then it glitches out again 300, 33, 32, 31.
Okay. So he's got about 5 minutes, which is actually pretty good based on what Ethan's actually able to get. So he goes. He just thinks it goes okay. All right. Gotta think fast here. Gotta think fast. Sorry, correction. Would he have actually called the fire department at this point?
Oh, that's
Or
up to you.
are we considering that an off-screen thing while this occurred, or would you like me to actually make the call?
You can actually make the call.
Okay, Ethan is gonna dial 911.
All right. 911, what is your emergency?
Hey there, there's a fire over at the McDonald's over on Insert Street.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we've already been alerted to that. We've dispatched We've dispatched the fire department. Please get to a safe location far away from it. And thank you very much for your call.
You know, I think my friend's trapped in there.
I understand, sir, but please do not go into the building. The rescue squad will be there shortly. I'm sure they'll be able to save
He
him.
looks around. He looks around at the burning building he's inside of. He goes, "Oh, okay. Yeah, now you tell me. Okay. Understood. Get here fast." And he hangs up. He goes, "Okay, okay." He's getting nervous.
Off in the
He's like, "Oh,
distance,
shit."
you can hear the sound of the fire engine winding up as it's leaving the fire department.
Okay. Can he see where Anthony is in there at this point?
Welcome to the dungeon.
No,
my
you
little
can't see him.
changeling.
Thank you for the follow.
Yet. All right. So Ethan is going to think about this for a moment. He says, all right. It's got about maybe 5 minutes. Hope he's got time to find his own way out. But in case he can't, Ethan's going to dash out of the building and try to go down the back alleyway, see if he could find a back exit that he could mess with, either open or he's considering using correspondence to do some fuckery on the doors from the inside.
All right, well, you could use correspondence to see where Anthony is in the building, sort of like location.
That's true.
if you
Very
wanna do
true,
that.
very true.
If so,
you
give me an arete at difficulty 4.
All right, I can do that. 1.
All right, so as you what was the ritual for that?
Oh yeah, no, he's doing his fancy penmanship.
You rotating your pen around, or are you
Yeah.
like drawing on something?
I know. He'll take out his notepad and start drawing on it and go like, all right. Location. What are we looking at?
All right, so as you start jotting in your notepad, the sort of floor plan of the McDonald's comes to you, and right at the end, a blotch of ink appears near the back door where Anthony is.
Okay, bingo. He's gonna dash down whatever alleyway would lead or space would lead to the back of the McDonald's. He's gonna leave the establishment as best he can and get out the other side.
Yeah, you'll just you'll go back out through the door you came in through and follow the drive-through around to the back, and you'll see the back doors there.
All right. Does it?
Just as you arrive there, Anthony busts out, and the emergency sign or like the sprinklers and everything going off, and he's right there.
Oh, thank fuck. What, dude? What possessed you to go in there?
I mean, sometimes you just gotta follow fate.
It's not fate. That's an alarm system.
Well, the alarm system was trying to tell you to go away from fate. At least my fate was to go in there.
Okay, look, we're gonna have to talk about how cause and effect work later. But are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I followed fate. It's what was meant to be.
He just kind of blinks twice. He goes, "All right, we should probably get out of here before the cops and the fire department show up." Just saying.
Oh, I mean, absolutely.
I can't be seen by the police 2 times in like a day.
The
Holy
ice cream
shit.
machine was actually broken.
Oh,
They weren't lying.
Was it? Was it? Okay, guess the evidence is gone. All right, we should get out of here.
Well,
So much for a walk.
the front of Anthony is covered in creamy liquid.
I'm not going to comment on the look.
Nicholas, your phone rings.
Oh my
Nothing.
god.
It's
I
Margaret.
guess I will answer.
Margaret's probably fucking pissed. Oh no.
Dr. Bissett.
Nicholas, is there a reason why your chef and your artist are sabotaging my McDonald's?
What?
I just looked at the video feed coming from my McDonald's going up in flames to find Anthony standing in there pouring himself a milkshake while Ethan just hung out in the lobby. Is there a reason why they're burning down my McDonald's?
To be fair, I did call 911. She should know this.
I didn't even know they were out of the house. I'm dealing with Gemma, who is having a concussion at the moment. I can't leave her alone.
Your little band of cohorts are causing me quite a disturbance here. This is probably going to make the news. McDonald's going up in flames. We're going to attract a lot of attention here.
Perhaps you should call them and talk to them. I'm not, as you might think, their keepers. I cannot keep track of their actions and do every little thing for them, can I?
No, but I considered you sort of the leader of your little band of cohorts.
I can say honestly, I did not order them or suggest or implicate anything about burning down a McDonald's. I have no idea why they're over there. As I said, I'm watching Gemma, who is in the middle of having a concussion.
Boop! She hangs up with you abruptly. Anthony,
Yeah, I bet.
your phone's going off. It's Margaret.
Oh. Oh. Hello?
What the hell are you doing?
Well,
You have a good explanation for why you burnt down my McDonald's? That is one of the most highly revenue-rich things that we have in this town.
a good reason for why it's burning? Absolutely not. As it was not supposed to be burning.
Supposed to be?
Correct.
What the hell are you doing there, Anthony?
I was trying to get a kid ice cream.
You were trying to get a kid ice cream. Did you consider maybe, putting a little money on the cash register and getting some ice cream and then giving it to a child? What were you doing instead?
I was trying to make it so that the kid was there when the ice cream machine broke to give out ice cream.
And now I'm going to have a burnt down McDonald's, and I'm going to have to relicense another franchise out here and bring McDonald's out here and have an insurance claim against it. Can you tell me ahead of time what I'm already going to be looking at here for the cause of this so I can start conjuring up some story?
Oh,
and what
I mean,
the
it
hell
was
is
actually.
Ethan doing there?
Oh, he's just walking next to me.
Ethan yells from the background, I was calling 911 like a normal fucking person.
A normal
But
fucking
the,
person.
the actual cause was very, very basic and very normal, natural.
Very normal and natural. I'm sure. That McDonald's has been pristine since I've taken control of it. There's been no problems with it whatsoever, and then suddenly there's a big fire, cause of a calamity. I can already see there's uploads going onto YouTube right now of people filming the McDonald's burning down, with you walking inside of it. Oh shit, this is going to be front page of every site on the internet.
Well, I wanted to also make sure that there was nobody trapped in there in the back.
Well, thank you, hero. Maybe next time, though, you could just make your own ice cream. I now have a lot of work to do. Thanks a lot. Boop.
But, I mean, faulty equipment is a very, very plausible explanation.
The call ended.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm still saying that.
And Anthony, what the fuck, man?
So, there's a lot of threads in Fate.
You know, you're saying that a lot, but like, she's not buying it.
I mean, that's fine. But I cut the wrong threads. This is what happens when you try to change the outcome of the natural way.
With your methods, maybe.
No. I mean, it's always a possibility.
Oh.
I mean, just as I was able to successfully make it so that I had an amazing winning hand at the casino.
Yeah, no, I remember. This is different. The McDonald's is on fire.
Yeah, it's just as likely that this can happen.
Wow! The fire
I mean,
department rolls
still definitely moving away. We're not stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fire department rolls into the parking lot, and you can see them start to take control of the situation, pushing people away. Fire department is also joined by police and an ambulance and some people that were late to get out of there. They've got the emergency medical staff taking a look at them, and they see you all and ask you to keep a perimeter. They don't know, if it's a big grease fire, electrical fire, chemical fire, so it's just better if everyone stays back until they can figure things out. And yeah, McDonald's goes up in flames, and the kid is nowhere in sight.
Well, at least the kids weren't inside of there.
Yeah, no, didn't see them at all.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, God.
Uh,
I somehow feel less bad about shooting the crow now. This is a tragedy. The McDonald's.
Is it?
When the police pull up, you guys are still near the property. Are you going to try to slink away, or do you want to go up to the police, or?
I am not going to try and do anything specific. Just trying to stealth away can also be a very bad look.
Mm-hmm.
But I also do not wish to speak to the police either, so going up to them is also a very bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, standing in the background of the scene is probably the best option available for me. Ethan used to live in New York City. He knows what to do.
One second here.
Holding.
Hold. GM? So as the police are setting up cones and setting up a barrier, you guys are walking away, and another squad car comes from a different direction, and as he does, a window rolls down, and he says, "Hey, were you just in there?"
I did happen to be in there at the time.
Yeah, we just managed to get out okay.
The cop car, you can see, is been put in park, and he says something into his radio on his shoulder, and he steps out and walks around, and he sees your creamy covered clothes, and says, "What the hell were you doing in there?"
Well, as I was in there and it was getting quite hot, I really thought that a little bit of ice cream might help in the situation.
Look,
Turns out that the machines are actually broken. There is no ice cream there at McDonald's ever.
He takes the hat off of his head and then takes his hand and puts it on his forehead. "Son, you were trying to put out a fire with ice cream?"
I mean, also to cool off a little bit. As the entrances and exits were getting covered with fire, I thought that maybe the coolness would help in the escape.
Could you please
Ethan.
give me a manipulation subterfuge, please, at
Oh my
difficulty 6?
Okay.
I love how I haven't even said a word, and you said the most inexplicable thing.
It is the most explicable for the situation and the look of my clothes.
You realize you could have just said that you had gotten some. You got a McFlurry and you accidentally spilled it all over yourself as the fire started, right? You could have just said that.
Video camera wouldn't support that.
It would support you in going in there and opening the. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the dice to roll.
Understandable.
Okay. It's having a fun time.
Yeah, it looks like Roll20 on my phone doesn't really want to work right now.
Seems to have gotten stuck.
Yeah.
How much would that be then? How many dice were you rolling?
I can't even see that right now.
I would refresh the page.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Let's see.
Yep.
Okay, I've got it here.
Your manipulation is 3 and your subterfuge is 3. You want me to roll 60-10 for you? Or you got it?
I got it.
Okay.
Subterfuge.
Superfuge.
Difficulty 6, you said?
Yes.
Yes. Tiny's pronunciation moves on. There you go.
All right. The cop puts his hat back on and he puts his hands at his side and he stares at you. "That's a bunch of bullshit and I know it." "Will you take me for some spring chicken? I was born yesterday. Put your hands up against the wall, sir."
I'm sorry. For what?
In connection with the arson of this McDonald's.
What arson? The grill caught fire.
And you just happened to be back there with an ice cream machine trying to put it out?
No. I went back there after the fire started.
Okay. Ethan's gonna step in here. He's gonna say, all right, look, he has his phone in his hand, he shows it, says, "I'm one of the guys who called 911. My friend, he is a bit of a moron, sorry. He's the kind of guy who thinks he's some sort of action movie hero who's gonna actually take care of things. I'm thankful that he didn't get hurt. I'm glad that nothing really went wrong, on his end specifically, but I can attest that we were outside when the fire started. I went in to go stop him. I called 911 in a panic. I ran around back and he managed to make his way out."
You hear a little voice come through on the radio. "Oh, precision." And he gets back on it. Yeah, I'm right out here on the corner. I think I got some suspicious person that might have a connection to it. Can you bring out another backup?
I'm giving you a perfectly actually reasonable explanation for this.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
what do
yeah.
you-
I've heard all that before.
Yeah, you could look at whatever cameras or whatever you want. I
Yeah,
came in
sure.
and called 911. It's on there.
Oh, we will. All right, son, I'm going to need your ID. Both of you.
Yeah, well, glad I got something.
Here's my ID.
Ethan will hand over. He checks his pockets and goes, he's got his gun license? Close, sure. Counts as a state ID here, I hope.
Mm-hmm. And he takes a look at both of your IDs and he pulls out a little paper. He starts writing it down, and another officer comes over with the manager, the rather large man that was trying to put out the fire. And the other officer says, this man here says that the fire started before those guys even showed up. Yeah, that's right. I was in there trying to put out the fire, and then those two came in. I told them to run, and I got out of there, but it looked like he tried to run back there behind the counter.
It's like I said.
And then the manager looks at you and your creamy pants, and he goes, "Did you make a milkshake?"
I needed to get past the fire to get out the back.
The other officer looks at you and looks at the manager, and he hands you back your ID. Well, all right then. If he's going to corroborate your story, and just maybe stop by medical to make sure you're okay. And I apologize for my rash judgment, but I hope you understand. Seeing some man come out of a McDonald's that's caught on fire that's not in uniform from just kind of looks suspicious.
Fully understand. And I appreciate you doing your job thoroughly.
He gets back in the car and pulls it out of park and gets it into the parking lot with the rest of the emergency responders. The other cop tips his hat at you and continues talking with the manager about what happened. And you're free to go.
Okay. Let us go.
Yeah, you know you could have bent the truth just a little bit there.
Could
This is
have.
one of the, you know,
Well, I mean, I did.
not really.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, this is strangely one of the few times where I should tell the truth and you're the one who should lie.
I definitely lied. I did have something to do with it, and I did cause it.
You just said stuff about fate and shit. I mean, oh my god.
Well, yeah, but it was through my manipulation.
So you're saying you set it on fire?
Not intentionally.
Yeah, but
It was
Well, 'cause
through my mishandling of the threads of fate.
so kind of like me trying to turbo slap Gemma with the pillow that one time.
Exactly.
Except you blew up a McDonald's.
Yes.
I think there's degrees worse in between there.
I mean, kind of.
Hmm.
You can also see it depends on the scale of which you are trying to do something.
As you guys are leaving the scene, you catch sight of Harry. He's on his knees with his arms up, looking at the McDonald's going up in flames, and he's crying.
Ethan just sort of silently, open-handed gestures, straight at Anthony, gestures at our friend there, and just back and forth a couple times with frustration. Like, you heard him. Harry's Haven is gone.
All the more reason to focus on the bakery now.
Jesus fucking Christ. This was all a ploy for the bakery, wasn't it?
Listen,
I'm listening.
as I've said,
Yeah.
fate. It is both good and bad. And you have to be able to take both.
You're saying a lot of philosophical things, but all I'm getting is you blew up a McDonald's to get rid of a competitor. All right, wow, holy shit, dude.
I blew up the McDonald's trying to get a kid ice cream. I happened to blow up the competitor.
Right. Okay.
All right, you want to bend some fate some more?
Ethan's gonna go back home.
I think I've bent enough tonight.
I
All right, you guys return.
We are never going for a walk again.
I'm gonna say it's getting close to dinner time then. After your little excursion, Gemma, why don't you heal up one of your bashing damages? And do you guys have any other activities for the rest of the night?
Let's cook Nicholas a very, very, very good dinner.
Okay. Any sort of plan?
Is this to cover up the whole fire thing, or are you just being real nice?
It's to apologize without apologizing.
Nicholas, when they get back, you'll know that the front door was opened and whatnot. So, say anything about that.
Nope. I'm not going to say anything.
Oh,
I'm just going to wait and see what happens.
All right. And I guess Anthony, if you want to make your big old dinner, tell us what you're gonna make, and then tell me how fancy it's gonna be.
Whatever one of Nicholas's favorite things to eat that I'm not able to make that often for him.
Well, there is a special bag of thing in the fridge.
Yes, and that will be made absolutely separate from everybody else's.
All right. Well, then give me a dexterity cooking check at, I'm assuming, just difficulty 6 then? Or is it going to be super special?
Let's try to make it really good.
Really good. Like the cheesy potatoes good or not that good?
Not quite that good, but still really good. Like an 8.
All right, we'll go with an 8 then.
Come on, dice roller. You've been so weird to me today.
Mm-hmm. Get some of Ethan's luck on it.
Please don't burn down the... No!
Oh, no.
Please don't burn down the mansion.
Okay. I have learned a very, very good lesson here tonight.
Don't burn down McDonald's.
Do not use Roll20 on your phone.
That's some magical thinking, which is appropriate for this campaign.
I warned you. Oh. I said a thing about that.
I can't. If I use it on this computer is so old, it crashes the entire computer.
Wait, wow.
Literally? Yes, it's Windows 7, and when using Roll20, because of the things that they've implemented, you need to use hardware acceleration, which this computer's hardware doesn't fully support. So,
God.
It was crashing it during D&D yesterday.
My dude, I will send you a low-end tablet from like 2 years ago. Jesus Christ.
I've got a tablet.
Then why aren't you using it?
It's the same as a phone.
No,
The ghost of Snuggly haunts you.
I kind of feel like we just have this ill omen over us today.
Well, let's see. So you try to make dinner, but man, the problems of the day just sort of wear on you, and you know that you've probably caused some horrible damage, not only, physically to some people that may have been hurt by the sudden grill fire that broke out, but financially as well, because even though Margaret is losing out on money, and I'm sure this world's smallest violin is what we'll hear for that, there are wagey workers that will go without a paycheck for several months or have to find new jobs entirely, and not to mention the people that were dependent on McDonald's breakfast and coffee and sweet tea, along with the regular accoutrement of entrees and whatnot, now needing to find entirely different sources of food. All of this played out in the back of your mind, and before you know it...
Just like culinary school all over again.
Exactly.
You burned down a McDonald's in culinary school, too?
Well,
No, but I set that whole kitchen on fire.
he
Oh,
did.
no.
And similarly, the Bassett Manor has smoke rolling out of the kitchen as several of your dishes overcook as you, in a blank state, are too focused on maybe chopping something up, and your back of your head timers are all out of whack. And the dinner is ruined.
Is my house on fire?
Your house is not on fire.
Oh, good.
Yet.
The meal is botched. Not the whole kitchen. For now. At this point, Harry comes in through the back door. He just lets himself in and he goes,
I smell it. Oh, no. Not here, too. Oh, God, what hell have we opened up today?
As I just throw all the food away. Just in an absolute state of pure defeat. I just shuffle off towards my room.
Oh.
Oh, no. Well, do my fire alarms go off, or am I still in the library with a slightly less concussed Gemma?
The smoke detectors in the dining room pick up on the excess burning. No. You've got a good ventilation system, so no.
All right.
You're fine. You got a whole thing for that. So yeah, you're rich. It's not a problem.
Oh, we could just call out to McDonald's and get some delivered. Oh.
Yeah.
The entire kitchen becomes encased in fire retardant foam,
Good.
You
and then is jettisoned into space. Wait, no,
It's like
that's
the activation of an airbag. It's just like the immediate sign of fire. Just the whole thing floods with foam.
Yep. It was a hell getting the sensitivity of that dialed in right. We've lost many chefs.
So dinner's canceled, it seems. Anthony's retired for the evening.
I just feel sad.
Ethan, you will find Harry in the kitchen scrounging about, and you'll see he finds a box of Honey Nut Cheerios, and he just starts eating them without milk. He just opens the box and just starts munching on them.
The one true way.
Hold on, important question. Does Harry have a spoon, or is he just raw dogging the box right now?
He's raw dogging it. He's just putting his hands in there.
Oh no.
Just scooping it out and...
Well, the box is his now.
You just seem like the family that would have Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh, yeah. We're totally not the family that would have, like, I don't know, generic brand vitamin O's.
Wheatios.
Hey, don't make fun of me and my rainbow rocks.
Well, I will do what many a med student has done before and grab, a package of jerky and crackers and just eat that, I guess.
Ethan's just gonna have more coffee.
Of course. Is
Just
anyone going to take care of Gemma?
Have my own vending machine. Get stale Oreos out of This reminds me of my time. Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely bring Gimma something to eat.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
think we have
say
like some leftover cupcakes. You'll probably like those.
Ethan, or not Ethan, Nicholas. Despite munching on the jerky and crackers, you have a hunger that has not been satiated.
Yep. Yep.
A
You
deep,
gotta-
a deep hunger in the core of your being.
And let me guess. That got ruined too, did it?
Yes.
That is what was ruined.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There anybody in the kitchen at the moment?
Other than Harry and Ethan?
Yeah, Harry's
Did they wander off?
Harry, well, I don't know about Ethan, but Harry's in there munching on Honey Nut Cheerios and occasionally dropping some on the ground for a certain spiritual entity.
Mm. Hey, Harry, can you go check on Gimma?
Where is she at?
She, it's in the library. I'll give him long, convoluted directions.
You got to get yourself a pamphlet with a map on it. But I'll
I
get her.
believe that's in the entry hall.
All right.
He'll start heading down the hallway.
So, everyone's gone now?
Ethan, are you also evacuated from the kitchen?
Yeah, Ethan's gonna take the time to just go ahead, have some coffee. Just pours himself some coffee, just leaves. He goes, "Yeah, fuck this. Is Gemma crazy still?"
She's getting better. Maybe you should go check on her too, in case
Yeah.
Harry gives her more ideas about guns.
Yeah, no. Let's make sure that that does not happen. I'd prefer that not happen.
Mm-hmm. I'll give a very forced smile and a wave as he walks out.
For the record, I did not burn down the McDonald's.
We'll talk.
Talk to Anthony
Have-
and his Threads of Fate shit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, have a good time.
God damn it! He just walks off, sipping his coffee.
I'm going to take a walk around to make sure everyone else is gone,
Yep.
and then I'm going to go drop. I'm going to drop what I've got in my hands and rush over to the trash can where he threw all the food away, and I'm going to start scrounging in it.
All right. Like, are you just going to eat mouthfuls of whatever's in there, or are you looking specifically for the meat?
Looking specifically for the meat,
All right, give me a...
at least at first.
Let's do a perception alertness at difficulty 7.
Wait, doesn't Nicholas know he needs to go to Arby's for that?
Nope.
Exactly.
Nope, that's out of character information.
Oh,
Oof.
of course.
Damn it!
I'm also spending one of the willpowers I have on that,
Okay.
because this is a thing my character would definitely have to do.
All right. You are as you dig into the trash can, the
Mhm.
aroma of the burnt food is rising up into your nostrils, and even though it's not necessarily unpleasant in that it's not like rotting or anything like that, it's clearly not the most appetizing smell. But you do catch a whiff of that certain aroma of meat, and you're able to catch a handful of some macerated flesh that was almost raw on one side and completely burnt to a crisp on the other.
Oh, you just gotta follow the example of my good house guest, Harry, and start, what did you say? Raw dogging it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
What?
As you shove the meat into your mouth, it has an incredibly chewy texture to it. Hard to even get it rolling around in your mouth because it's just so sticky and chewy. And it
God.
feels like hours of it sitting in your mouth as you try to masticate. And it's hard to get it into a swallowable state, but when you finally do, it goes down in one big single gulp.
And that's when I gained some water, probably directly out of the sink nearby.
Mm-hmm. And your hunger, though ferocious, is slightly subsided, but there's just a longing still left.
Well, I'll definitely go back in if I have to, because I don't want to deal with the consequences of what happens if I don't.
Well, you
I
did.
mean, we do have a person in here I don't care about, so.
It's more that normally when you get the get it cooked well, it seems to feed a lot better. But it's like the quality of this didn't really hit the spot. But you can tell that you're not going to immediately suffer the ill effects of your condition right away. It's just that it's not going to prolong it for as long.
Mm-hmm.
There must have been some nutritional value lost in it getting burnt. But for now, even though it's not as satisfying as before, it at least is quelled. Gonna rinse that down with anything other than water?
Go back to some crackers, probably.
All right. Why am I seeing a bunch of images of McDonald's burning down with cute anime characters in front of it? I mean, this one looks like Watson. This looks like Amelia burned down the McDonald's.
Oh my god.
Which is totally in character, so I'm sold.
So cursed. Oh my god.
The new Hatsune Miku music video where she burns down a McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, please.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why?
I'm just more confused why there's like a fire truck that's actually in the burning wreckage of the McDonald's. I just noticed that.
Because it is a fire truck. It is a truck that is on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And so it belongs there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Man, you could do your future site with AI art.
Oh, that sounds horrifying. Oh no.
Just tell me what the future is like, AI art, and then it draws an incredibly uncomfortable picture. Tell me how many fingers my children will have when they're born. Oh my god!
Yes. You just get there's our Ethan just
Oh,
my
that's
God.
fantastic.
an attempt.
Mm-hmm.
An attempt was made. The fingers inexplicably turned out the correct number. I'm not sure how that happened.
He kind of looks like a mix between Spike Spiegel and Rasputin.
That is an isekai anime protagonist if I've ever seen one.
Yes, absolutely.
Any other activities before everyone goes to bed tonight?
I swear, that's like my 40-year-old father was reincarnated in another world.
I don't know. Does Harry or Ethan have anything to add to the situation?
Harry.
I know they went to check in on me.
Yeah, Harry just kind of sees you sitting there and he shakes the box of Cheerios at you. You want any?
Are you just Emma's going to stare at him.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty good, though you probably want a glass of water with it.
Do you mind if you give me the box of rainbow rocks, or...
Ah,
I only saw the Cheerios. I would have loved some rainbow rocks.
They're good.
Or frosted Wheaties.
Ooh. That does sound nice. Do you think Wheaties are supposed to look like those, like, bales of hay? Or is that just a coincidence?
That's how God intended it.
Ah, wonderful. Amen.
Hallelujah. But right now I got Honey Nut Cheerios. You want some of them? And he shakes the box at you again.
Sure. But I want to try something. And Emma's gonna just hold out her hand.
Alright, well, when you hold out your hand, he just, like, dumps some into your hand.
Ah, okay. Wonderful. All right. So, what was that argument that we had like multiple sessions ago about when is something dictated by the life domain and when is it dictated by the matter domain?
When we feel like it.
Okay. I take it I
Yeah.
can't do any life weaving of this food then.
Oh, yeah, I feel like the food is probably not still living, so probably not life. What do you want to do, more importantly?
I wanted to make it something a little bit more appetizing, but if I feel like life's not going to work, I'm just going to use forces to just like condense it into like a cereal bar.
Okay.
using forces to invent the Cliff Bar.
What were you going to do with life magic to transform the food?
I don't know. I thought maybe I could make it into a different cereal.
No, I would
gonna
say
make- are you
I
gonna
would
make
say matter
fucking
for
puffin?
that. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
like
that's fair.
yeah, at this point, yeah. But yeah, forces into a cereal bar, like sure.
Yeah, I'm just condensing it into a bar. That's all.
Okay. So explain the ritual.
Emma's going to yeah, basically wrap the rosary around her hand.
Mm-hmm.
The other like with like this wad of Honey Nut Cheerio.
Uh-huh.
And she's going to go, oh gosh, it sure would be great if this was like a bar shaped. And then she's going to close her hand on the Cheerios.
Oh, okay. Why don't you give me an arete difficulty? Like you're keeping it mushed together with forces. It's not like it's actually sticky. You're kind of like subtracting.
Well, yeah, I'm basically just condensing it. I don't want it to be actually like squishy, you know.
Yeah. It just what's holding it together at the end of the day is like it being compacted.
I imagined it was kind of like how, you know, you have like a loose dirt and then like under pressure, that dirt becomes a rock.
Yeah.
It's basically like that, but with my hand going.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I think that's only going to be a 2 because it's like just multiplying the force of your own crunch.
So difficulty 2?
So no, it's difficulty 5.
Oh.
It's 3
Okay.
plus the number of dots, so.
Got
Guarantee
it,
at difficulty 5, you're going to crush the cereal down.
Wow, I'm so good at crushing cereal.
Yeah, so, after your short prayer for a bar, you can see that you have taken a handful of Honey Nut Cheerios and condensed it down into about the size of a Jolly Rancher.
Oh, that's a lot smaller than I was thinking, but you know what? This works. And Gemma, wait, the size of a Jolly Rancher?
Yes.
Gemma is going to put that in her mouth and then immediately swallow it.
Okay.
I mean, it's Jolly Rancher size. You could just do that.
The wheaty honey flavor hardly even has a chance to ruminate in your mouth before you get swallowed down, and the densely packed prism of cereal lands in your stomach with no issue.
Nice.
Anything else?
Gemma will then isn't it kind of weird how in sci-fi they always talk about like pill-shaped foods, and then I just made like basically a pill, a food?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Maybe we should talk to Anthony about that for the restaurant.
I think I would rather have the real deal than the pill form, but that's just me personally.
Well, it would be the same thing. It would just be like, listen, all Anthony would have to do is like make the dish, and then I just come over and I just Gemma just brings her hands together and just like clamps down with them.
Yes, but I'm a person that loves the subtle joy of dipping a french fry into the little sauce and having that hot and salty fry, just nibbling on it, and the same thing with them chicken nuggets. But if you compacted that all down into a little pill form, I don't think it'd be the same thing for me.
Well, I could give it a try. Hey, Harry, do you want to go to the McDonald's? I could just give that a shot and you could see which one you prefer.
Not the McDonald's! He drops the box of Cheerios and runs out of the building, or out of the library.
Well,
Ethan
wait.
just walks in the door as he runs off. He's like, "Oh no, you mentioned. Oh no, you mentioned McDonald's, didn't you?"
Yes, I was talking about pill food. What happened to the McDonald's?
Ask Anthony about it.
Why do I need to ask Anthony about it?
He's the one who burned it down.
The McDonald's burnt down?
Yeah.
Is it? Why?
Spoody, I see you posting in the chat. Look, I'm all out of fucking patience at this point.
I'm putting this on the wall of memories. I'm telling you that right now.
Please do.
An omen. An ill omen. God damn it.
That's beautiful. Sorry, continue.
Ethan just says, "Oh, look, I'm all out of patience for the day. Apparently, the threads of fate," and he kind of waves his hands in the air kind of theatrically. He just goes, "The threads of fate apparently decided that some kid wasn't getting their ice cream today. And that also meant that the McDonald's was going to burn down. So, I don't know about any of this fate shit, man."
Fate's kind of a weird concept. I don't know.
No, you're all religious, right? You assume everything's got a purpose or whatever?
Gemma's gonna look down. Does she see her habit? I'm going to assume yes. And she's going to give just the most... How to describe this look that she just gives Ethan? But she answers with, I think I'm at least agnostic. What do you have to say about religion?
No, I'm just sort of saying.
Okay.
Now, apparently, Anthony's all into this whole fate caused shit.
I mean, personally, I believe that nothing happens for no reason. So, I mean, I would be under the observation of this perhaps was Oh, I don't know. I guess a consequence could be a decent reason to burn down the McDonald's.
I
Not
guess.
necessarily saying that's Anthony's consequence or your consequence. Heck, it could have been the person who just, I don't know, what caused the fire?
Apparently, a grill went up in flames.
Ah,
Fire suppressant system didn't really work out, and bing bang boom, everything's a burn.
for all we know, it could just be a consequence for a line cook just not cleaning up properly. But in the inverse, it could also be a reward. The Lord works in mysterious ways.
So they say, yeah.
Although I fail to see the benefit of the McDonald's burning down other than somebody does not have to work tomorrow. But then again, other people do have to work tomorrow, so who knows?
Yeah, no, not ideal. Yeah, no. At the very least, you're thinking more clearly. How you feeling?
I'm glad you think I'm thinking more clearly. I appreciate that. I think I'm
sorry,
okay.
I can't read sarcasm.
I wasn't speaking sarcasm. I don't think. Was I?
I genuinely wasn't sure.
I'm not sure anymore either.
Yeah, no. It's sarcastaball all over again.
I think we're all just kind of. I don't even know anymore. All right. Well, that's that. Ethan just goes, all right, well, you're conscious, you're not bleeding out.
Yep.
You rejected Ari's cereal, which makes total sense to me. You're making a lot more sense. All right.
Hey, thanks.
I was a little worried. You were trying to make friends with my gun. That kind of weird.
Well, I suppose I am a little weird. Although I suppose that's even weirder than normal.
Yeah, it kind of got turned up to 11. Is all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. Hope you're resting. Wait, what's that? What's this book over here? He takes a look.
Is that the one on guns?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I was reading about that. I decided to take some notes as well.
Any particular findings so far?
Guns are neat.
Yeah, kid. Guns are pretty neat.
Uh-huh.
All right. He takes another sip of coffee. Goes, well, unfortunately, dinner's gonna kind of be not a thing tonight. Things going wrong. Do you want to
Oh, did Anthony burn down the kitchen too? Wait, should we?
No, it's not burned down. No, he's having a bad day.
Oh,
Want me to get you something?
sure. I'd appreciate that. Mind if I go with you
Yeah, no problem.
to get a thing? Okay.
Yeah.
I hope Anthony knows that just because there are bad days, that doesn't make you a bad person. Sometimes bad things happen to good people, but that doesn't make them any bad. At least that's what I try to tell myself.
Yeah.
And Anthony should tell that to himself too. Do you understand my preaching?
I guess.
Okay, I'm glad because I actually just forgot what I said.
I think we're all sort of having a bad day here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's head downstairs, and Ethan's gonna sort of guide her downstairs.
Yeah.
To the kitchen or to her bedroom?
Kitchen.
Yeah,
Alright.
for food.
Okay. Yeah, there's like a bunch of little snack type things in there that you guys can find and munch on for a little bit. Nicholas is. Are you still in the kitchen then?
I mean, how much time has passed?
Not a whole lot. I mean,
Like
just
probably.
just a little while ago, Harry came running through the kitchen and back out the back door, running off into the night, crying about
Huh.
McNuggets or something.
I hope that's not going to impact his ability in the upcoming mission. I may have to import some McDonald's.
He definitely didn't lose any of his foci because of the loss of McDonald's.
Oh shit!
McDonald's was one of his bug guy.
The
Oh,
entire
no.
establishment. Oh no!
But yeah, you finished your special meal and you're just
Mhm.
washing it down when Ethan not carrying, but helping Gemma to the kitchen where they're both looking to scrounge up something to eat as well.
Are you doing all right, Gemma?
Oh, I feel like I'm doing better. Although I brought up McDonald's to Harry, and
Yes, I saw him earlier. I'm sure he'll be fine eventually.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Try not to burn down the kitchen, Ethan.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry.
I think I'm going to head to bed.
Yeah, don't worry. Ethan's not gonna burn down the kitchen, because I'm the one who's gonna be cooking.
No.
What? Hold on. Why can't I cook?
You know what a jinx is, right?
What's the jinx? Other than, is it a Pokemon?
Oh my god.
That's true. Good job, Gemma. You got that one.
Yay!
Ethan just puts his head in his hand and says, "Gemma, go ahead and turn on the stove or whatever. It's okay. I'll keep watch."
How about... I think I've got some, No, we got rid of those. How about... I'm gonna scrounge around in the freezer real quick. Ah, yes! My emergency snacks. And I will pull out a frozen pot pie.
Oh, nice. Marie Calendar.
Oh.
Now, don't tell anyone else about this. This is my emergency snack, but for tonight, I assume this is an emergency. I will
This one-
preheat the oven.
Hmm.
Oh. Anything else go down? Otherwise, I'm just going to say that you are able to follow instructions and complete the frozen dinner.
I would
Mhm.
imagine so. I mean,
Kid cuisine.
All right, sit down. The Rocky and Bullwinkle show is coming on.
Yay!
so wait, Nick, have you had anything?
Point to empty packet of jerky on the table.
Oh, okay, that's good. What about you, Ethan? You good? Do you want to share pot pie? What makes a pot pie a pot pie? Where's the pot in the pie?
Usually they baked it in a pot and layered the pastry on top of it.
Oh. So there's no devil's cabbage. Got it.
You still calling it that? Oh my god.
Oh,
Is
Oh.
there a better word
Yeah.
for it?
yes! I
It
understand.
clicks. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Do you need a perception awareness check on that one?
Comedy gold.
What are they expecting that from her?
My god.
Well, as you're working on the pot pie, your phone rings again, Nicholas.
God damn it.
It's Dad.
Oh, that's not bad.
Even better. Hey, Dad!
Hey, Nicky boy, how are you doing?
Things have been exciting recently.
That's good. That's good. I know I hadn't talked to you since, the patient that I sent your
Mhm.
way.
Yes.
But I'm finally freed up from work. Just had a couple loose ends to tie up here. I'm gonna be on a plane back home Friday night, and I should be there for the grand opening of the bakery.
What's out of character? What's today?
Today is Tuesday,
Okay.
and
It's
the
great to hear.
opening's on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I want to see what Anthony can whip up for us, and it's finally time that we had something to eat there other than McDonald's.
Yes. It's most fortuitous that the bakery is opening soon, as the McDonald's has suffered an accident, apparently.
Oh, what's that? Did the ice cream machine break again?
On top of the rest of that restaurant assumedly breaking when it burnt down, yes.
Oh my! You're not joking, are you?
No, it's, as I said, there's been some things that have happened recently.
You're all right, right?
Oh yes, I wasn't anywhere near that one.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'll be home soon, Nick. So just try to hold it down until I get home. Then I can maybe help you out with all this exciting stuff going on, and I'll have a little bit to tell you too.
As I have recently learned, it's best to talk in person about some things. So I'll see you when you get here.
Righto, kid. Take care of yourself. I love you.
Love you too, Dad.
Bye bye.
Click.
Boop.
Well, my father will be here Friday, it seems.
That's nice.
Yes.
How do you feel about it?
Well, it'd be nice if he was here a little sooner, but should be
Is it because
helpful.
we is that because we might be dead before then, or
Well, depending on how things go in the mines, that
Yeah,
could
let's
be a
hope
thing that
different.
happens.
Yeah, let's hope not.
We could wait until after he gets here to have him join us, but I don't know if we have the time.
Well, let's see. It's been how many days since I talked to? Oh, hmm.
With
What? It's been like 2 days. We kind of want to
yeah,
get that fixed before then.
we got the
Before she
bakery
arrives.
opening and the crazy gardener person likely to come attack us.
True.
Very busy days. Busy week. You know. I, Ethan has a court date coming up, doesn't he?
Yep, sometime
Oh,
next week.
right.
Oh,
Oh. It's a good thing they didn't run your record before, checking on the fire.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. That could have gone pretty poorly.
Well, anyway, I'm sure things will work out. Or, we'll all be eaten by famine spirits in a cave.
I hope that doesn't
Or
happen because you guys
jettisoned
are.
into space
Mhm.
by an angry bank manager.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Sorry, were you saying something, Gemma?
Oh, I was just saying it'd be a real shame if, famine spirits ate your face. Or Ethan's
Yes.
face.
yeah.
Yes, I'm
Or
rather
Anthony's.
fond of my face.
That's good.
Hey, at least they'll get me on my court date.
Probably not.
Damn it.
Court system is cruel.
One
And,
count of evading justice by way of devouring spirit.
depending on how fast the filing gets done, you might get counted as delinquent to your court date since you didn't show up due to being dead.
Great.
That
More
does
fun.
sound like something that would happen.
Yeah, that would be bad.
But hey, we're all alive. We're having some pie. And yeah, that's about how things are working.
Anything else before you guys head off to bed?
I like pie. That's all.
Pie's good.
That is all.
Pie
Pie
good.
is Pie's good.
It is quite good.
Then, in that case, as you guys retire for the night, why don't you all give me a flat d20 roll, and we'll see how good your dreams were to you compared to the rest of the day.
Okay.
Well, that's nice.
Oh, that's some real nice luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
13's alright.
That's not bad. Do you want me to roll for you, Crusader?
Mon 1.
Oh, no. The dice are just not nice to Anthony today.
Boy.
Well, Kiana, you have a lovely dream where you're sitting in the forest with all of your little spirit buddies, and you're all getting along. There's a friendly little gun with like little legs and arms and big googly eyes attached to it, just walking around, having a great time talking with them, and it comes up to you, Gemma, Gemma.
Gemma would just straight up give the gun a hug at that point.
Oh, I love you too. And then it like shoots off into the distance and then goes around palling around with the forest spirits. And it's just a really relaxing dream. A great time.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Nicholas, you two have a pretty nice dream where you're taking care of Gemma. She's acting a little lethargic and loopy, but the more you sit and talk with her, the more she clears up. And, you know, as the conversation persists, she starts admitting to things like she never really believed in God. And, man, you're right all the time, Nicholas. I should really just trust you more. And, you know, Harry pops his head in the door, and you find out you're sitting in, like, an operating room, and Ethan and Anthony come in, and all of them just like apologize for never really believing you, and you're just always right, Nicholas. We're so sorry.
Wow.
I mean, this doesn't sound like a good dream. This is my normal life, isn't it?
But isn't that good? And Ethan, yours is also rather pleasant. You can
Okay.
you're sitting out in a park on a bench, and you're feeding a bunch of birds, and they're pigeons, but you look away off into the woods for a moment, and you look back, and it's crows. And while that first startles you a little bit, they gather around you, and they start nuzzling up against you and giving little sort of chirps as they eat at the little bread pieces that you've got. And you feel a sort of calm wash over you.
Huh. I can work with this.
Anthony, I regret to say you have one of those dreams where you're back in school again, but this time you're in culinary school, and you're sort of reliving the worst day of your life where you flunked out of culinary school by making a terrible dish, except it's even worse than that because you're naked.
No. As the luck mage, this all makes sense. I had way too much good luck last game.
It's all coming back.
It does all come back. It all works in a circle.
Mhm.
There is no good without bad, and there is no bad without good.
But I would say, even despite the bad dream, it was still restful enough for you to get your willpower back. So, everyone, make sure to mark your willpower. And we will start a new day on the next episode of Mages of Pleasant Valley. All right, let's do a little aftercare. How are my mages doing? Are you guys feeling okay?
We burned down a
Yeah.
McDonald's.
You did.
I did burn down a McDonald's completely on accident. But oh my god, does this help my business?
only regret is that I did not have a hand in burning down the McDonald's.
Oh, no.
Was
I
that
wish I could at least be a witness.
little girl fire meme? Where is it?
I put it in the.
There.
Wait, did I post it?
This.
Did I post it? I never did post it, actually. Shit.
Yeah. This picture right here. If Gemma
forgot.
was anywhere in the neighborhood, this is what I'm seeing.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at with the anime girls smiling for the camera as McDonald's is on fire in the background.
I did, in case you guys didn't pull any of your own plot threads today, I did have something in mind, but this was way better than what I had planned, so thank you.
You never know what's going to happen when you pull the thread of fate.
I do think you're going to need a little more training before you get that entropy 4, though. I think you're going to have to...
I don't know. I mean, I learned a lot today. The dice were really teaching me lessons here.
Yeah, they do that. There's going to be obvious implications to the the capabilities of Harry. He is going to be more limited now
You fucked up his focus. Oh my god.
in his capacity.
Who would make McDonald's their focus?
Hey,
Him!
You don't
A
choose
hobo!
it. It's just what he's drawn to. It's what gives him power. That and vodka.
Well, he's got the vodka.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play that.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys enjoy the seance?
That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely interesting, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, the choice to do that in the beset manner, where there is, less likelihood of paradox. Good choice.
Mhm.
Otherwise,
I was gonna say-
some of the events that took place there may have been considered an affront to reality.
Up to and including
just some
attempting to
special
possess.
effects.
I hope you know I did not plan any of that, so you know.
I'm surprised people let you get away with it.
I was gonna say,
I am
why the
too.
hell-
I'm surprised no one tried to stop me at all. I should not be allowed to make my own decisions right now.
Ethan was trying his best to silently do that, but kind of do
Silent.
Gemma.
Emma? No.
You're gonna have a spirit possessed gun sooner than later.
Look,
I'm gonna do it at some point. It's gonna happen. Eventually.
if you pull this off, please understand. I'm gonna find some way to abuse that in combat.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm just begging you from a storyteller's perspective, from the standpoint of the narrative, before you shoot to execute something again with it, you gotta cock it and say, "Is good."
That's demented. Jesus.
That's great. I'll almost kill you.
I'm just seeing Jules from Pulp Fiction with the gun pointed at someone. Is good.
You are going to Taco Bell.
I don't want to go to Brazil. No. It's dragged away to Taco Bell.
Mm. But yeah, we've got Dad's coming home. The bakery's about to open. Gemma's
Maybe.
gonna have to do some church service while possibly concussed.
Yep.
Eddie, I have a question. I mean, a
Uh-huh.
statement,
Mhm.
I guess. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I should have let you finish, Eoti. I'm sorry. I just want to say that last image that you generated, ID, just makes it seem like the McDonald's worker burnt down the local McDonald's, and now he's processing it to himself mentally as he watches. That's just a little story that I gather from that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut him now.
You're okay.
Is it as good as this one though?
You got his ice cream.
I like the newest one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
You
the
gotta
newest
get that
one's
ice
really
cream.
nice.
When you're surrounded by fire, you need some ice cream. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
I
that
like-
just makes sense.
I like how the generator
legitimately
doesn't know exactly how to do the McDonald's logo. It's just
It's
like
trying its best.
it's like there's hills and
It's
valleys.
trying not to be copyrighted.
Oh right,
Yeah.
built-in
You know, it's-
copyright.
It's legit. Like if I just toss it in enough, it eventually gets it right.
And now Ethan has
Oh my
a little mission to do.
Great.
He just
Yep. Slowly but surely. Stick a bunch of daiquiris in freezers.
so angry.
Yeah.
Because one of his ice creams is on fire.
Mm-hmm. I like how the backpack straps become the jacket.
It doesn't make any
Oh my
goddamn
god, it does.
AI.
Yeah.
They need to just make a book of AI optical illusion art. It does it
It's
so
good
well
at
on
that.
accident.
I think it's just not good enough to make that work. So yeah. Also we'll finish it off with some strawberry daiquiris. There you go.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Aw,
that's
That I
really
can do.
that
nice.
looks so good.
That I can do.
Although,
It's got a
I
mug.
question.
Why does it have a wine glass with a handle?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
You
Okay,
know,
For
look,
advanced
look,
drinkers.
that is-
look, I'm aware of wine moms. These are advanced wine moms.
I think this is an improvement. I think you need to sell this.
Oh, wait, what the? Hold on, what did this just create? Did this just create a grapefruit strawberry? I don't like it.
A grapefruit strawberry?
Oh.
A grapefruit daiquiri?
Oh, the strawberry down there. Yeah, I see
Yeah,
Oh.
I
That's not how
see.
that
That's
works.
Interesting.
kind of weird.
it. You know,
Yeah.
we could probably actually make that now.
Probably.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
We have
actually.
grapples.
I mean,
Have you ever had a grapple?
No.
I have not.
You should at
Is
some
it
point.
an apple flavored
Wait a
grape or
minute.
a grape
It is
flavored
a grape flavored apple.
Interesting.
grapple.
Wait, so
What?
wait, Gemma could do that.
They exist. Look it
No,
up.
Why? Wait, why haven't I just been having Gemma just fuse fruits together at random?
Why would Gemma be fusing fruits together at
To make the
If you-
superior fruit.
If you had the power to fuse fruit, would you not use that power?
I don't know.
Why keep it at fruit? You could do it with veggies
Yeah.
too.
Oh my god,
Or
yes.
or you can
What
throw
if-
matter into it and make just other foods taste like
What-
different foods.
What if you fused a cucumber and a lime?
Yeah. Cucumber lime is a liked flavor, I think.
Yeah.
That makes some degree of sense. Okay, and now I'm just shoving fruits together and saying just make this a bunch of fruits.
And you know,
in combination.
this is probably how they made those grapes that taste like cotton candy.
Apple, tomato,
Watermelon, banana.
Model? Wow.
lemon squash.
You like peel the banana, but inside it's watermelon.
Mm.
That's a neat idea. I like that.
Actually,
What
just
about-
do that with like everything. Just make it other things inside a banana peel, and you just peel it open and get that.
Wait, if you did
Yeah.
a watermelon pepper, would it be like a pepper that's like filled with like that sweet watermelon liquid, and then like the capsaicin like seeds inside of it would be like the black watermelon seeds?
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Well, now the life mages can give the holy cannoli a whole bunch of new ingredients to make things out of
Yes.
through your abominational science. Anything before we go? You guys got things coming up this week you would want people to know about? Carrot, your ever illustrious streaming lifestyle is hard to keep up with, but is there anything you can tell people?
No, I think I'll be doing mostly census training for the next few days. And then I think that's basically what I'll be doing. I don't think there's anything special coming up other than that. I'm going to Chicago in a couple weeks.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Oh, that's the place Ethan's from, right?
The gag
In
will
fact,
never
I
end.
may or may not, depending on how that works out, be able to make the next session in 2 weeks,
Are you
as I
gonna
may have to travel up to Chicago
eat deep dish pizza while you're there?
if I can. I don't know. They're supposed to give me some sort of like food stipend or something. They're
Nice.
Oh, that's
paying for
pretty
the
cool.
trip and stuff, so I don't know how much I'll get for the food. But I would
Oh.
like to try Chicago deep dish pizza.
Yeah, just be careful of vampires. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Chicago
that's true.
vampires? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How about you,
Chicago
Crusader?
vampire pizza.
What you got coming up this week?
I have absolutely zero plans this week until my apartment is fully put back together and I have access to my gaming PC.
Understand. You could do some IRL streaming with your phone, right? Just walk around.
Yeah, no, no one wants to see that.
Oh, okay. And how about you, Kiana Cardinal?
Well, I'm currently trying to get stuff for a new system. And maybe after I get the new system, maybe there'll be some things. I don't know. My future's weird right now.
Is it?
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it is weird.
Omega Strikers came out on Steam.
Yes,
Mm.
I played that on stream with the goose.
Yeah, I saw that Goosey played with you. He stopped in my
Yes.
stream and told me about it afterwards.
Yes, I remember that the goosey one did radio.
Uh-huh. And he said that you were a hard carry?
I was. I don't know why, but I'm very good with the slime and the
Nice.
cat girl.
Why am I not
Nice.
surprised?
Oh, well, now I need to play this game. There's a slime girl and a cat girl?
Yeah,
Yes.
Well,
and it's free to play
Uh,
on Steam now.
all
The
right.
cat girl's an AI, and the slime girl's just cute. That's all I've got to say about her. She's wonderful. She's my main.
All right. I've got it booked for Friday then.
Nice.
There we go. All right. Well, you doing anything Friday? You want to play some Omega Strikers?
You know what? Sure, I'll play some Omega Strikers on Friday.
Let's go. All
Let's
right.
go.
Let's go. New game, new stream is good.
It's good.
How about you, ID? Anything coming up soon?
Yes, in fact. So during this next week, Wednesday appears to be a free-for-all. I'm not 100% sure about what we're going to be doing, but still gathering up tech support requests and video review requests.
Ooh.
So kind of working on that at the moment and figuring out if I can build up enough to have a proper stream. Because it turns out there are not infinite questions available. People do sometimes not need help with things. So holding off on that. As for next Sunday, where we're not going to be doing this, yeah, probably more Hunt.
Yeah. I really
Yeah.
liked your video about Atomic Heart.
Yes,
you.
it's such a good video.
Thank you.
You do
I was
such
gonna
a
say-
good job, ID. You are great.
Oh, no, I'm not. What are
Yes, you
talking
are.
about?
You're wonderful.
Yes.
No.
You are an inspiration to me and probably everyone that is currently still watching, and probably the ones who were previously
Aw.
watching. You're an inspiration to everyone. God damn it.
Yeah, consent to this compliment fetish.
Yes.
Oh,
You're a good boy.
stop that. No.
But
I'm
honestly,
gonna-
I
I'm
loved
gonna-
that video. It was great. I liked it.
Thank you. I actually put a fair amount of time into it. That was my test run to see if I could make a quote unquote proper YouTube video. And I guess I succeeded. Actually, we'll talk about it later. That's not the point of this finishing part of the stream.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be making more videos like that in the future. I just need to figure out what the hell I'm going to do.
All right. And as for me, I know I just brought up my schedule, but I'll bring it up again. Tomorrow, well, later tonight, even, this isn't going out for the YouTube people because you're definitely not going to see this in time, but at midnight tonight, which is in 2 hours, I'm going to be joining the We Ams Goblins campaign as Gabjack once again. And then tomorrow at 6 p.m., I'll be doing Hunt with Thrav as part of the Mistress and Mustache Mondays, and we'll be joined by Tim's channel. And Thursday, I'll be doing some more art type stuff, probably making the new overlays and things for Season 5. And, well, now I've got Omega Strikers on Friday. Yeah, just filled in that slot. And then
Nice.
Saturday, I'll be doing some sort of Zelda. I want to try to keep it in the crowd control because that's been a lot of fun. But I'm either going to have to get an Ocarina of Time randomizer or like maybe Link's Awakening DX for the Game Boy and find that or something. But
Yeah.
I'll figure it out as I go along. Any other closing remarks before we end the recording?
I think I'm all
He's
good.
good.
Is good.
It's good.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of it in the future, subscribe. And as always, until next time, remember to take care of yourself and take care of those around you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.